And we are live, and I know what you guys are thinking. Is Sam locked in a dungeon right now? But no, I am not. I am on Cape Cod visiting my dad for the weekend, or I guess it's the week. It's Tuesday. And we are live, and I know it's Tuesday. It's the weekend for me. But I'm visiting my dad, but I wanted to get a live stream in, so I am at my old studio on Cape I used to use. It's mad funny. Even before Bucked Up, I had a podcast that really never came out. It was a bunch of Cape Cod comedians. I'm on Cape Cod right now. And it never came out. We recorded like 20 episodes that never dropped. And it kind of was like my start to all of this shit. So it's kind of cool being back in literally the room where I started podcasting. Salute to all the Cape comedians. Yesterday you saw a live stream with two of my closest first friends in comedy, AJ and Josh. When I started comedy, like straight out of college, I was literally just a college graduate who had only done comedy a few times. I had done Kill Tony at that point, but you know, that's a random thing, so it's not like a crazy credit. It's just more like, oh damn. And also at that point, Kill Tony was not famous. Kill Tony was only selling like 50 tickets a week in LA in the room. This was 8 years ago. So I started comedy as like, you know, as a nobody, and AJ and Josh and, you know, Thatcher and Al Christakis, and there were a couple others, Ben, Bobby, were really the comedians that helped me start. So I always love coming back and be able to do like a live stream with even though they sorry, I was reading your comment, Eric from Salem. Yeah, those were my first friends in comedy that really showed me, and they believed in me. They pushed me to keep doing comedy and really believe in myself. So salute to all them. It's cool to be back. I saw Bring Her Back with my dad last night. If you like fucked up, depressing movies, it's not a horror movie in the way of like Terrifier. It is a little gory in scenes. I mean, it's super gory in scenes, but if you like depressing ass movies like Midsommar or Samar or Hereditary or like that type of like Eden Lake, shit like that where it's just depressing, then Bring Her Back is a good movie for you. Shout out Sage 64th Wonder. Send me something to listen to. Shout out GN Real Music. Love and respect to you from New Hampshire. What part of New Hampshire are you in? GN Real Music. Shout out Jacob Alamo. Eric from Salem says, damn, the dungeon looks better than when you had all those rappers in there. Oh, at that last one? I thought that one looked kind of cool at the tattoo shop. I thought that one was fun. Shout out 82DC. Eric from Salem said they took my badge even though they took your Wait, so they charged you to the $5 and you don't have the blue, or did the month run up? That's fucked up, Eric from Salem. You deserve a badge. Eric from Salem says, Bring Her Back ruined my afternoon. I loved it, bro, and it was so funny seeing it with my dad. Shout out Tetsuo in the chat. Eric from Salem said that movie was so sad, super sad. If you like sad movies, that's one to see. I don't know if y'all know D-Jack. If you don't, then he really does stay behind the scenes. I don't think he's done many interviews at all, if any interviews at all, but he's going to be calling in at 1 p.m. for an interview. I'm super excited for that. That's Westside Gunn's manager. That's the dude who basically booked the first Griselda tours. Really, like, he was the manager for Griselda. He now manages Brother Tom Sos. Love the genius, Gunn. But yeah, that's one of Gunn's first and main managers, and he's been a big supporter of the podcast, and finally he reached out and said he wanted to sit down and talk. So I'm so excited for that one. Jacob Alamo, yes, we still are good to talk. I'm probably going to do it after the DJ interview at 1. If you guys have songs you want sent into this episode, then make sure to send them in now. No problem. If not, we're just going to be listening to music, having a good time. I want to play a song that I've been listening to nonstop because it's so crazy. So I don't know if y'all remember maybe it was like a month ago, I had Ankith Woods and DJ Lucas on a live stream. They both called in. And they knew of each other, but they didn't really know each other. And after that Ankith Woods interview, he recorded this a bunch of freestyles in Florida, and he shouted out DJ Lucas. And I'm not saying I brought that together, but it is cool that having that shout out from an Ankith Woods song about DJ Lucas. This is Three-Peat by Ankith Woods.
Yeah, okay. This is track number 2. Yeah. I gotta. Yeah, hey. Yeah, 3-5 in my bleep, I feel like DJ Lucas. Cup sick as fuck, need some Mucinex, I'm tripping off the mucus. Yeah, she broke as fuck and I'm up, give a fuck about what my ex be doing. Yeah, I be walking out talking, y'all stay obsessed with all them rumors. Hey, I'm in her crib, up and back and forth between the walls like I'm a Roomba. I'm in her lips while she taking calls from you, lying about what she doing. I'm sipping Tris, I got pharmaceuticals making my dreams lucid. I ain't drunk as shit while I'm clocked in, talking on like stupid. Hey, G-Shock on my wrist and my dick print smacking on her toes. 3-5 in my spliff and her lipstick getting on my clothes. Reeboks on my kicks, on wear designer when I'm in that mode. Thinking about my bitch, I swear I miss her when I'm on the road. Can't fuck with her long term, but I still treat her like I love her. Can't dicky nobody, I'd rather be broke than rich and a loser. 86 in my ecclesia, I'm fighting chills from the
DJ killed that new
crash out like I'm
album.
easy, throw my career away in an hour. Yeah, her ass out on my wee-wee and every time it's make me smile. Might pass out off a 3-Peat Michael Jordan in my Sprite. Casserole and green beans, she and my wife, but she cook like it. I pass that girl the green screen, I take you anywhere you like. Hey, bitch, I'm in Miami, but I move around it like it's my city. Back in 7th grade, I would've died for them on 350. Yeah, I segregate my dark hopes from the light ones like it's 1950. I legislate my stardust, regulating how I touch some brickies. Hey, I'm at a wet ass club in here playing Gracie Abrams. Take a girl to the crib and we did it like Jason Tatum. Hit the gas station up, bought an oatmeal pie and some kratom. I'm playing Black Ops Zombies while she blowing
bought some oatmeal pies and kratom.
I'm playing BO2 Zombies while I'm high off pot. I got red up in my cup like a commie, I drop it in my pop. I get paid to play all these shows, you buying opener slots. My side hoe a little bit fruity like a packet of Mott's.
And just for Eric from Salem, here's Peewee Herman by Bruiser Wolf, Squatta B, DJ Lucas, and Chili Gonzalez.
Listen, I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I play with Blow, Peewee Kirkland. You be perpin', never serving, always perpin'. You played in Blow, Peewee Herman. I play with Blow, Peewee Kirkland. You played in Blow, Peewee Herman. I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I'm always serving. Yes! I'm a pro, y'all Peewee, can't leave the game alone. My lane needs me. Stick a cup with Fiji, Fiend spoil. The faucet water makes them queasy, She can see me if her dimension's 3D. Asked if she want the wee-wee, she said wee-wee. I'm essential worker. My credentials perfect. I prescribe and the pain subside. I think it's working. Keep the reefer burning. Makes me think I need a feature with Keith Urban. They try to set me up like Peewee Herman. And Blow and share it on the Washington Post. Welcome to America. Army of one. I slept in the barracks, bro. In the trenches, hustling, not there just because. I got a buzz when I walked in the room. Sex door, nothing but plugs. Listen, been a hustler always. So if I'm on my last leg, it's a parlay. Listen, I cover time frames when I release.
Salute, Tuna Steaks, Aranak, The Pews, Paul Sample, and Lucas Gone Cavs for getting the memberships I just gifted.
With a Pac-Man. My brother know the hustle. Black Santa.
I wish you could pick.
I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I play with Blow, Peewee Kirkland. You be perpin', never serving, always perpin'.
It is crazy you don't pick who gets the membership.
I play with Blow, Peewee Kirkland. You played in Blow, Peewee Herman. I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I'm always serving.
Taught my dog just like a sermon. These boys moving so uncertain, and I keep it real. Don't be surprised when I'm the same in person. From
Shout
the
out
western side of
Andrew,
Mass,
Darius,
same school as
OG
Uma
Music
Thurman.
Man,
I'm a college
Mac,
town, but all
and
I do
Solo
is
Mel for
self-directed
getting the
learning. Got a
membership.
fire burning in me to
Salute
the
White
point that it's
Mexican.
concerning. Cussing 30 minutes out on his way from Mount Vernon.
Sorry,
All this weight up in
82DC
the
and
back,
Eric from
like I'm
Salem. I
walking
thought
with a
you'd get
burden
them.
on the path less traveled to the point of no returning. I'm like, okay, be careful where you stepping in my domain. They know I be with Wolf, just like Princess Mononoke. 48 minutes, balling on him for the whole game. The cops ask, the only thing they're getting is my full name. DJ, man. Tell my talk, man. Man, DJ, what up, Wolf? Yeah. Clank.
Listen, I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I play with Blow, Peewee Herman. You be perpin', never serving, always perpin'. You played in Blow, Peewee Herman. I play with Blow, Peewee Kirkland. You played in Blow, Peewee Herman. I'm always working, always serving, always serving. I'm always serving. Listen.
I loved this beat. It is a Crash Bandicoot type beat. That was Peewee Herman by Bruiser Wolf and DJ Lucas. I feel like I've been put onto some crazy music recently. I just saw Blue Azul perform at 1,000 Words and Ricky Gray's EVA event, and he performed this song that I literally afterwards I was like, he was like, what song were you talking about? I was like, I remember the second song you performed. It was so good. I need to know what it was. He was like, shit, I was like, find out what it was. And he finally told me what it was. So shout out Blue Azul for Fast Awake. If you guys can see him perform this song live, you better.
This has to be special, I guess, right? It's gotta be special, man. You know what I'm saying? See, open discussion turn open concussion. Speak for myself, never known to be bluffing. The thirst for some blood, more obvious, I'm the hunting. The matrix is real, more obvious, I'm the one. When you see that emoji, anxiety hits. The church menace is society shit. Too addicted, can't sobriety shit. Need an ass, don't matter the size of the tits. I'm alive in this bitch. A few nuts, then I bolt like I'm Frankenstein. Only way I'm getting pumped if you pranking minds. Only way I'm getting bumped if you passing lines. Don't ever try to front, you looking asinine. Doing more just to pass the time. You need to trust the process, nigga. Got my path designed. Tasmanian. All it takes one crack to the cranium. Real Bronx nigga, take it back to Palladium. We was packed in like stadiums. Fact that I'm radiant separates me from these fucks who play pretend. Won't be enough to save your sin. Call your bluff, I played to win. Roll another, we getting faded again. Real research show you amazing things. This upside down world is stranger things. Cause of them Demogorgons, we armed and dangerous. Like the late great Bed-Stuy king. A general, baby. Cobbles are federal, cause of our labor fruits are plentiful, baby. Ironic, you do the most, but results are minimal. Stop all the subliminals, baby. Baby, she said all of your knowledge is making me horny. Gave me head like track number 6 in the Nori. My nature is deadly, come and witness the glory. Take a piss in your stories. Listen, many been on this mission before me. The difference is distance, persistent finishing dishes, so I can let my kids take a dip in the glory. In Mexico, like the weed and pass it, I catch it like Plexico. Just another episode. Ooh, I'm wild, cool, but don't test me though. Any session in the booth is savagery. Yeah, there's truth and it's truth with charity. Blue duke them gradually. All about the bread like Sarah Lee. I take my time to bring a masterpiece. A soldier with no limits like a masterpiece. They walk around knowing it's such a fragile piece. Azul is wide awake while you still fast asleep. You know what I'm saying? My third eye's my bird's eye. Got a clear view, was on the curb side. My nigga was in the kitchen, wrist twisting like it's stir fry. Don't stir minds, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I said my third eye's my bird's eye. Got a clear view, was on the curb side. My nigga was in the kitchen, wrist twisting like it's stir fry. Don't disturb minds, nigga.
My sister finally turned 21 and she's like, we can smoke weed legally for the first time together. I thought that shit was hilarious. So everyone say happy birthday to my sister. That was Fast Awake by Blue Azul. And the standouts. Up next, I want to play you Dat Kid Bravo, Shame and Gossip featuring SDKnack.
Hey, yo, relax, poo though. Stop talking out your culo. Look, she call me
Shout out
Papi Chulo.
Sunspot
Man, I
for
called it
DJ for
Cujo,
putting me
blast
onto
in
a
the
bunch of
past, but
music.
Uno, slap that ass in Uno. Blunt fatter than a sumo. I'm kicking like judo. Find some better things in life, man. Everything over ice. The chicken wings with the fries. With a gorgeous sight. I might ignore the flight and take my own advice.
AB82DC, that's a weird ass question to ask. I'm not gonna lie.
Kept shooting, it's not a game. Man, I'm running all up in the building till we on this bitch. Man, I'm feeling like a villain with my thumb up on the switch. Man, stream this up on Twitch. For the ones that's hating and viewing us leaving sick, like the ones that do rocks that Jesus can't crucify my believings. You think I do this for no reason, dog? Hey, yo, I barely put my feet in. When it's time to take the world as a globe twirls. Man, stars shining bright like Chanel pearls. Bitch, I am worlds, I go Galactus. I got about that cave today. Better ways adapted to the dark like Ray. Take out your whole brigade. Don't be afraid, we gon' find a way about this maze. Stack these slaves, they go cray like they lost their faith. Nowadays, shit is so crazy, like how can I
It was crazy doing the live stream yesterday and not
like
smoking
this is
weed.
not it.
Could you
The
tell how
industry
quickly
is all
I wanted
shame
to
and
end
gossip. It all rains to profit. You know who it goes to, so stop it.
DC, I know. I'm just not gonna give it out on live. You know what I mean? I don't want people being weird.
Son of man, take the heart, save your motivation. A state with large acres, only partake in Cuban cigar makers, heartbreakers, coca sauce shakers, shelter first the Lakers, spaceships, golden bracelets, next up loaded bases, faceless, infiltrate strips, haters, chickens, we hold the aces, control the matrix, Ferragamo the laces, patriots. Whether Christian, Buddhist, or atheist, I'll be the God. One in your head before you can make a wish. Say spaceship, basic, the foundation.
I want to know who those people are that got the 10 memberships I gifted, even though they aren't in the chat. Like, bro, I swear YouTube be saying it has less views watching than it really does. Because I can tell how many views I get, and it doesn't add up to the amount that says watching now. It never does. It's really weird.
Bullshit, bitch, I'm bringing a full clip. I'ma just get with you later.
That was Dat Kid Bravo, SDKnack, Shame, and Gossip. Up next, let's play the Concrete Club. This is Fast Life, Mad Hatton, Spanish Ran, and Aldo. Bro, that's what I'm be saying. It says like 8 people, 10 people sometimes, and I'm like, I know there's way more than that in there. It's weird.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Hey yo, it's crunch time, and they ain't got the core for it. I bubbled on the block, shit, I guess they go on board with it. Haters talking trash, get around like they orbited. Shack bread, black web, narcotic ordering. Yeah, shit, I'm fresh out the trap. And last still sending kites, but now they come through an app. I treat that lobby
Maybe
like a hotel used to come
random,
with a pack. You know this life a dirty bitch, I still come on the back. If I don't get rich, I pray that my daughters do with everything under the sun. Seems so affordable, I really started off in this game shooting quarters through, now it's French chef for the chefs, chicken cordon bleu. I'm a son of a gun. See the streets just corrupted me young. This hustling shit ain't a hobby or things that we had done for some fun. Big 8 on my plate like I'm Aikman and Young.
Hey yo, fresh out of Sabbath with wicked witches of West now. Stepchild, the magic wicked wizards and reptiles. Textiles and fabrics, my dollar stacking 10 pounds. 10 folds, savages send a message like pen pals. Pimp hoes, bitches living liquid and cessed out. Bimbos, I choke them while I slam them like Big Show. Schizo, my vision's been inspired by lick toads. Let's go, that right hook swinging like Klitschko. Yo, spark the shark lotto, pour the bark bottle after dark with a snark model. She sucking balls up like the lotto. The German auto got a pussy wet, push it full throttle. Tell her give that ass a good wobble. That kush got me in another dimension. She pussy popping, all she want is dimensions. The cookie crumbles, I be puffing the best. You shook for nothing, I be thugging to death. Get snuffed for mumbling under your breath. You fucking heard, son. I'm who they tryna reach. Last seen in Bogota, laughing by the beach. My man caught a 3 to 5 for a pistol. We open from 3 to 3, and I got a pile of that crystal, nigga.
Damn.
Look how I turned around. I used to run and shit and take whatever I was thirsting. High Kush got me in another dimension. She pussy popping, all she want is dimensions. The cookie crumbles, I be puffing the best. You shook for nothing, I be thugging to death. Get snuffed for mumbling under your breath. You fucking heard, son. I'm who they tryna reach. Last seen in Bogota, laughing by the beach. My man caught a 3 to 5 for a pistol. We open from 3 to 3, and I got a pile of that crystal, nigga. Look how I turned around. I used to run and shit and take whatever I was thirsting. How? Now I'm fed and clothed, nigga never told. Took him from Chicago to Memphis. I must be Derrick Rose. She like my picture, had to block it. I seen a bitch in towel and wifey was about to flock it, nigga. When it's Mayweather, I do money shit. Legend in my borough, I've been popping for a 20 clip. I named my daughter Snow, ain't no coincidence. I know about so-and-so and them incidents. 30K and that's my final. Moving forward, that's the ticket for a vinyl deal. Pope, yo.
Many gone, but still I'm here. My hand.
82 DC, I just checked it out and saw that project dropped. Wait. I ain't gonna lie, that was The Concrete Club by Fast Life Manhattan, Spanish Rain and Aldo. Great song, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't believe how good this next song is. This is Aunt Kelly, DJ Crooked, and the name of the song, Sam Buck. Bro, this song's fire. Aunt Kelly doesn't have social media, but someone go tell Aunt Kelly I'm playing this song. Or someone go tell DJ Crooked.
Me and the bros just left the spot. Now we digest a steak and lobster. Just a natural entertainer, but I'm intertwined with mobsters. Turn red when I aim and pull the sauce on top of pasta. Higher white, the overseas plane ticket, your shit a knockout. Never wrote BD and I frequently did the opposite. The piss that I've been popping depleted all of my consciousness. Posture demonic, when I walk in I'm looking ominous. You think I'm vandalizing cars the way I grabbed a rock and pitch. Beef, you'll get it well done, best be watching what you wish for. I'm mad because I sell drugs, but I'm not trying to be piss poor. It's hard to find employment when there's charges on your record. Plus they won't give me a chance. Y'all, my license is suspended. But I got homies down the front of pack and custies trying to cop a sack. Busting chunks from off the slab, cut it, throw it in a bag. With this mic an architect, but I ain't using AutoCAD. All I did was manifest my thoughts and throw them on a pad. Yeah, ain't shit funny, this ain't Sam Buck comedy. Me mugging pedestrians, he look pussy, then I'm robbing him. I always got suspended, teacher called me an anomaly. I brought that sour diesel to school, it made my locker reach. Trying to interview me, this ain't Sam Buck. Shorty know I get the bag, so she ain't bout to talk back. I was young, smoking Newports, robbing in a skull cap. Not afraid to take a risk, asking where his balls at. Yo, pussy motherfuckers, pina colada. I remember my first crush, I used to peek at her knockers. Smooth tot the bump skins, that's how we steez when I'm talking. Make it back simply from lingo, get the cream of the crop in. Sharper than a razor, Tony Stark how I be blazing. You think he clean? Till I blast him when he's parking at Mercedes. Make his mother shed a tear when I spark him like a Vega. I can't stand a thirsty bitch who's only parched when I got paper. Project always smack, selling crack, the lost souls on a bumpy road with my bitch. Our relationship potholes. She's always in my business, that's why I got a lot phone. And so the police don't go through it, but she swear I got hoes. I stepped in a portal when I ate them gel tabs. Not top shelf smoke, I want it held high. I was off the hinges as a kid, always got yelled at. Make her traffic with me, put the heroin in her Chanel bag. Ain't shit funny, this ain't Sam Buck comedy. Me mugging pedestrians, he look pussy, then I'm robbing him. I always got suspended, teacher called me an anomaly. I brought that sour diesel to school, it made my locker reach. Trying to interview me, this ain't Sam Buck. Shorty know I get the bag, so she ain't bout to talk back. I was young, smoking Newports, robbing in a skull cap. Not afraid to take a risk, asking where his balls at.
I wish I was homeless. I really do.
You want to know something crazy about... I'll let this stand-up clip play that they use of me. But you want to know what's crazy about this stand-up clip that they used? This is my first joke ever, and this is from Kill Tony. The clip that they used, I don't even know if they know this, was from when I did Kill Tony for my first stand-up time ever, like 8 years ago. I mean, literally like 8 years ago. And so it's so crazy that the first time I ever did stand-up was used in a song. I hope one day... I know Tony a little bit, so I hope I can show that to Tony next time I see him.
Trying to interview me, this ain't Sam, but you're not Sam. Shorty know I get the bag, so she ain't about to talk back. I was young, smoking Newports, robbing in a skull cap. Dude afraid to take a risk, I ask him where his balls at.
I wish I was homeless. I really do. They're the freest people in the world. They don't have families or professions or taxes to worry about. They also have the best job in the world. They get to sit on the ground outside.
I don't know if you guys know the comedian Jamar Neighbors, but you can hear his laugh in the background. The world is filled with wonders. That's so... I don't write jokes like that anymore. I should go back to writing jokes like that. That was... I don't... Yeah, whatever. I don't mean to get into it. That's like a joke. That's like a joke. I don't really write jokes. I like to tell stories now, but I used to love the, like... Yeah, the intricacies of writing a joke like that. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get back into it. Salute Aunt Kelly and DJ Crooked. Maybe you're inspiring me right now. So, salute to y'all. Thank you for that song, for real. Up next, let's listen to Figerson and Machacha. This is Horses Beneath the Sand. Figerson performed at that show. Yes, I will be there. August 9th. Just salute Baked Baker. If you guys want the official Butter Bucked Up, hit up baked_BAKA on Instagram.
Yo, hit the relics and other ancient artifacts. The shit's right beneath Egypt. Provide dope lyrics to Copenhagen to distribute. The fiends demand re-ups. The Team John Cena wave hands, cross faces because they can't see us. Stash proof in the Vatican. They mad again. Reminded they can't be us. The flow bougie, the pinkies up. You can tell by the way I hold a teacup. You niggas drop projects and say it's different now. All I'm hearing is reruns. Life is a bitch. I signed the prenup. Came for the cream. I heard she got D cups. You got a straight path. I got a hurdle over competition. They still can't keep up. Show enough. I don't front. Persistent like a kid. The man is a Robux. Venting to your psychiatrist by how you trying to replicate the greatness, but you got no luck. You the type of nigga to come here legally and decided to vote chump. Pack your bags, pussy, get your boat chump. Punchlines is leaving nothing but swole lumps. Deadly the opposition, giving niggas nothing but cold cuts. Rappers with bedazzled shackles be thinking they ain't in prison, but they bought their own cuffs. The system ain't for you, they showing you that they don't bluff. The code, the metaneta on the wall, the cold hieroglyphics.
Salute to Kodak Black for showing love to my video.
The pyramids next to Anunnaki views midgets. You niggas can't stop to shine, you sensitive to light like the Chronicles of Riddick. Rub me the wrong way, I'm a genie that grant death wishes. I only came here to eat like Hakeem, Moesha, the victory delicious. Only few seen the myth in the flesh, the others who didn't tell them believers they superstitious. I'm far from what you call fictitious. When the ancestors hear a certain vibration in the beat, it becomes vicious. So when she drop whack, you need to set up an appointment with a certified physician. Created a gate for the gatekeepers to get in, you probably gotta ask permission. Slash you niggas that vanish, cameras can't pick up on face recognition. Everything that God drops is limited edition. You tryna ball, but you never knew how to play your position. If you don't understand, then you probably already psychologically conditioned. All them vaccines got you decommissioned. All them vaccines, nigga. Fuck your shit up, bro. Now look at you. In the corner.
We gotta send this to Shamil to add to our playlist. AB, send it in and come join us. If you're on IG, come join us over on YouTube. It's better quality on YouTube and it stays up. That was Horses Beneath the Sand by Figerson and Machacha. Salute to Figerson for killing his show. I know this song is going viral for him saying the craziest things ever, but there is something about this song that's so hard that I can't not listen to it. It kind of reminds me of Eric from Salem. Tell me that this song isn't the Bring Her Back of rap songs. Or maybe like the Terrifier 4 of rap songs. Bro, I know y'all have seen the clips of this song, but other than the 2 crazy bars, you just listen.
I smoke, and I mix it with the buddy, you know.
We need figures in Tetsuo.
Bitch, I'm a killer. I also hang with. I got my name from putting flame to niggas. And we gonna try something different, kidnap, and then we hang this. We pull holes in niggas, ask Benji. He gonna tell you that we be changing. And I'ma chase it and hang with face the niggas. We call quad, then rape the nigga. And bro, don't take me on no drop, cause I don't got patience, nigga. And every time a nigga play with me, the ER get a patient. We treat ops just like it's slavery. And I'm not gay, but we be raping niggas. And murder walks so scattered that he in hell chilling with Satan. It's your first body, then it's your second body. You take a break to celebrate and then you swap the genre. They said Puff 5 is favorite, he's still over top. And BY catching all these fucking bodies, the Eagles trying to sign. I had all F's in school, jumped in the streets and caught a fucking bitch. And I'm 230, but I still bounce out chasing and catch the fucking bitch. Jumped out and laughing, so I guess Lil Moo got on skinnies trying to tuck an ARP. And my brothers died, so I guess that I'm the face. Oh, bitch, you know my body, I could Osama caught 1, skip 2 and went straight to 3. And my baby took a tablet, so then we outside taking straight for free. I took a 30, I need another one, I guess that's just the J and me. When we bounced out on the nigga and dropped 100, I think Jay with me.
Bro, he says we ain't gay, but
I mix it with the buddy in a
I'm choking. That shit made me choke.
Keep all it.
I shouldn't be saying that. That shit's just so crazy. Philly, that dude's from Philly. 6 Trip says FS DeBenders from Philly, bro. He be going. I hope he's not actually doing that shit. That's the only time in my whole life where I'm like, I hope the rapper's not actually rapping about what he's doing. But that sounds so hard. That shit's like a horror movie, bro. Let's check out Blue Hill Bill, Body Rock. This is Baby Car Seat.
Let's get it.
Here's Johnny's on Slick Rick's new project. Oh, wait, you say Slick? Oh, Sick Rick. I thought you said here's Johnny was on Slick Rick's new project. I was like, what the fuck?
My shit is pressure, Lord. Moving, busting plays out the cord, call the extension cord. Running in and out of fashion stores. I tear the roof off, then take the car on the tour. I'm styling galore. My section like the first World War. We live on camera. Put your angels in the outfield like Tony Danza. Keep on running base, my nigga, you ain't got the stamina. Body you a crime scene, closed blocks at parameters. Catch a body, then I catch a shuttle out to Panama. Color me camouflage, vaping, I ape shit when I handle bars. Bless the dawn, I shoot, then rest the gun on my forearm. Keep thinking you a free man, I have your soul more gone. Son, I rearrange your journey, put you on a hospital gurney. Middle fingers to detective attorneys. Hustlers, can you afford the Ford? And if not, then what you win it for? I'm trying to double up and make it full. Hey yo, watch who you club with. And niggas got dumb clips. Walk in your cup and you don't run shit. Numbers colossal like a social. And bad bitches wanna approach you. And record labels say they fuck with your Pro Tools. The #1 contender. Your flow surrender. I side chick, you boyfriend of my car got mad senses. Due diligence and take initiative. What kind of whip this is? We out the window throwing up indicatives. Ducking off, I'm in the car fleet. Point and shoot like Van Fleet. I got a baby and a baby in the car seat.
Body rock, body rock, body rock, body rock, body rock.
Oh wait, I have to switch cameras. Hold on.
Singing with the fiend, car smell, fish scale clientele.
I actually do have
my Fetty geek is definitely
eager.
See my IG, now they want me to bless the feature. Bitch, yes, it's a flex to meters. I'm the one of the two like Derek Jeter. Feed the family, bitch. Got a shady geek, it's Clan Peters. Look, chip on my shoulder, singing that coke up. Art bringing us closure, face bringing us closer. We really the culture. You in the way, that's not wavy. You sound crazy. You not little baby, not trying to be shady. You niggas all trips, no dip, all shit. Another goofy think he late. Better maximize your time, Dookie. Being a rapper suits me. Your shit's spooty, I'm fucking groupies, life a movie. But it ain't about me. Put on for the bean like JB, JT, shows OT. Catalog worth some APs, Puerto Rican Jay-Z.
I'm back and I got the microphone switched. Good thing I did that before the D-Jack interview.
Auto man, tough my mother. Look, check. Zing economics. If he overdosed, but his friends up on it. Ain't no fed abolish that them charges. Next deposit, break way less up in Charlie. You was Zing, that's my favorite target. Designer garments. All my yams got a chatty when I nut, I palm it. Why you dragging her up in the comments? I never felt accomplished. If I wasn't a felon, I'd probably run for office. Ain't buy what you selling, make me a better offer.
You said the weed so good I froze. This weed got me baked.
Zing working construction, geek is collecting copper. If they'll stick you for a quarter finger. I was born a singer, everyone went to college, but they some normal niggas. Ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but that sound like a scam. Ain't no room for you less, you playing or go ham. Who smuggled the fat? I don't know, I just move it. Who running the net?
As you guys say, it's not bucked up without the bad technical difficulties. At least I brought the charger this time.
No, we done. Champagne showers like when Kobe win. I rock the pellet like a Jeff hit me. When it break touchdown, Poppy last year see. Motherfucker. I rock the pellet like a Jeff hit me. When it break touchdown, Poppy
Of course, most people joined while the video was paused. That's so funny.
Manifest a plan with type of session. Hyper-driven knowledge and wisdom. Focus on making the right decisions. Lightning-ism, get higher. This shit ignite my vision. You follow others, I raise the children. It's like religion. Christ forgiven. I'm bringing a sword fight division. Christ I'm delivering. Writing my niggas living their life in prison. Headlight to headlight collision. Clap at you niggas, embarrassing. Watch you scattering like some pigeons. Renegade, I'm official. Write my history in advance. They never had to play with no crystal. Never gonna catch you slipping cause I stay with a pistol. Yes, I'm vibing with strippers. I done came with a fistful. Late night sipping Modelo, shaking rayas. Rolling dice in the midst of the ghetto, baking sausage. We provide a prescription and
guys, in 1 minute, the D-Jack interview happening. You're gonna hear the history of Griselda and the future. This is a legendary. This is like one of the first interviews he's doing, guys. This is really legendary. I'm honored to be able to do it. So make sure to watch. Send this to your friends. If you got a Griselda friend, send it to them.
By the time this show ends, 5 Americans will have died from a drug overdose. By the end of this day and every day, the number is going to be about 300. It's one of the country's top killers.
Salute to Knack. That was Body Rock, Bone Wesso, SDKnack. Let me get this set up, this podcast set up, everybody. Hold on. Yo. Oh,
let me see. Check.
Oh, perfect. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
You got the Mariela behind you, first off.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few of those. I got a few.
I feel like she truly is one of my favorite artists. I know you've known her for a long time, but I want to shout out Mariela.
Yeah, man. Like, I talk to Mariela pretty often. Not as often as I would like to, because we're both like just super busy, but like she'll just randomly FaceTime me at some crazy time and like have a world crisis when it's like art stuff though. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're calling me about art advice. Like,
and then the next day she posts like one of the craziest, like she'll be like with fucking Post Malone giving him a painting or some shit.
Right. Calling me about art advice.
I really do appreciate you doing this, bro. Have you ever done an interview before? I know we talked about it.
I've been asked a lot. I've I've never told anybody no. It's like just like a lot of forever maybes floating around. But
Yeah.
you were one of them. I on camera, I think you know what? Um, like coming out of COVID, I don't know if you know Salim Baba over at Rock Nation.
Of
Oh,
course.
that's my
Salute
that's
to
my
him.
boy, man. Um, Crazy story how me and him met. That was just divine. But like he had a series. It was like I forgot the name of it. I think it was like chopping it up with the conduit. It was dope. It was super
That
dope. He
yeah,
was just
that's
talking to
exactly what
everybody
it
you could
was.
think
Yeah,
of.
chopping it up
Yeah,
with
I
the
did that.
conduit.
I did that, but that was like personal because that's my dog for real and like in real
Hmm.
life. You know what I mean? So I did that one, and then but then other than that, I did a few like traditional interviews. I think I did a couple. I did one for my alma mater from Buffalo State. Well, I guess it's university now. They're a university now. Buffalo State University. I did one with them, but it was all it was like formal, like
Yeah.
written, you know what I mean? But it was online. And then I did another one. I think I did a tour stories for Revolt, and that wasn't on video or anything like that. So it's out there. If you Google it, you can probably find it somewhere,
Did you
maybe.
grow up in Buffalo or did you just go to college there?
Yeah, I'm born and raised, bro. I'm from Buffalo. I was born at Children's Hospital, the old Children's Hospital on when it was on Hodge Street in Bryant.
And did you grow up knowing people or were you like in the music? Like I mean, I know not as a kid, but like what were you doing?
Yeah, man. I guess we start. Where do we start? I guess we start.
Yeah.
Growing up in Buffalo. Yeah, yeah. I grew up in Buffalo, so as a kid, I was always into music just because you grow up in the house hearing music, right? From my mom playing. My mom was more of a gospel and like oldies music. She wasn't really like fond of rap so
Hmm.
much. But
Was she like
probably
anti-rap? Was she like one of
no,
those?
no, I wouldn't say anti because like she was very much a fan of God rest my mother. So she was a fan of like Tupac as a person, but like
Mm,
not the music at all. You know what I'm saying? But it was like
yeah.
dear songs like Dear Mama, where it's like undeniable. You know what I mean? Like
100.
you gotta love that, right? And
Cause like I
no,
was
she
listening to
wasn't
Wu
anti.
Tang Clan and shit, and I just had that clip go viral of Method Man, and like, bro, like,
Yo,
listen
bro,
back
I
to that now.
remember.
He's like, and
Yeah,
feeding
my
you
mom
and
wasn't.
feeding you.
Yeah, my mom wasn't anti-rap, but bro, I remember one day, I had a cassette tape. I had Ready to Die cassette tape, bro, and it was like in the little, the little JBL radio thing where you had two cassette tapes and stuff like that. Like, so I like had it, but I like dubbed it from like my cousin or whatever. I like stuff like the tissue in the cassette tape so you can dub over it. And I like dubbed it. Yo, bro, my mom walked in, bro. Man, like she smashed that tape, bro. Like, so it was like, give me the loot, just blaring from the speakers, bro. And I was just like, at the time we lived upstairs from my uncle, and my mom was just like downstairs or whatever. So she like came
Hmm.
back upstairs, and I didn't hear her come in the come in the crib. And I was just like, yo, because I would keep that stuff like hidden, like under my bed and stuff like that. So growing up, I was always into like rap, bro. Like, just watching videos on BET. That's when like TV used to really have videos, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I was just always infatuated with like, yo, how is this stuff happening? Like, how do we get the videos? You know what I mean? Like watching the box, you know what I mean? Like running up the phone bill, calling the box and like getting in trouble over the phone bill, bro. So I was like always into music. I think I really dove in deep when I walked into the store. It used to be called the Wall. I mean, a lot of malls had them, especially in the Northeast area.
Hmm.
I think media like FYE or one of those conglomerates bought them, but it was like the coolest store because you can go in and you can just throw in the headphones, just like record theater. You could just go on and throw in the headphones and like preview the music, right? But
Oh
that
my god,
parental
bro! I used to
that
love going to
yeah,
like
bro.
Borders. Borders had that,
Bro,
like,
yeah, like
bro.
Media Play had it, like all those types of stories, bro. So I would
Music
just
was
like,
more important. It had more like because you had to
yeah,
go and do that to
you
then
had to go
spend your
get it.
money. It had like a,
Yeah,
it
you had
had
to
a,
go get it. You had to
yeah.
go get it. You had to run out and go get it. You know what I'm saying? I could give you plenty of stories of like skipping school and going to get music, yo, or like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I like gauge people's like where they were in life. I'm like, yo, what were you doing on 9/11? You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody can't tell you what they were doing on 9/11, they're probably too young to even have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
I
they
mean,
can't remember,
I was 4 years old, but I do remember
right?
what I was doing. I was ice skating, and then 9/11 happened, and I had to stop ice skating.
Bro, I ran, yo, bro, like we dipped out of school, bro. Like I don't know what made us dip out of school, but like, yo, bro, we went to go get the blueprint, bro. It was a perfect opportunity to dip out of school, bro. Like, I didn't know how serious it was at the time. I didn't realize how serious it was, but it was kind of crazy. And I'm like, yo, everybody was just like, yo, we leaving. Like, I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm leaving, bro. Like, I'm out.
Wait, so like the first
Yeah, I
tower
dipped out of
gets
school,
hit,
bro.
and you're like, "We're going to
We're
get the
watching it.
blueprint."
I remember we were in like Ms. Garcia's class, man. And it was like on the TV, like she was like one of the teachers that always rolled the TV in and stuff because she was a history teacher and stuff. And it was just I'm watching and I'm like, yo, like it just you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in the 90 the early I'm in high school in the early 2000s, you know what I mean? So it's like a TV is a thing, like so I'm like, yo, it wasn't even that real to me. But again, I'm in Buffalo, New York, not New York City. I'm 6
Yeah.
hours away. I grew up spending more time in Toronto than New York City. So to me, it's not as real until like you go home and you hearing it from your parents and the adults in the family and you was like, oh, this is serious. But I'm like, I was just trying, I had one
Do you
track
get
mind.
it,
I'm
or
trying to
is
go get the
are they
blueprint.
like, you can't buy a CD right now? It's 9/11.
No, absolutely not, bro. Like it was I got it, yeah, for sure. For sure.
They were like,
But
"We need this 9.99 from this
yeah, but
12 year
back in the
old
day,
right
I would
now."
say 99, like that's when I really started getting into deep into the hip hop music. That was like the first thing. Like it was DMX is dark and hell is hot when that dropped. That was the first time I walked into a store, bought something with the parental advisory sticker on it. Like I'm talking about like outside of like getting stuff from like in the hood, like Doris Records, of course, like
Mhm.
you can go in there and get something because you know, Pete and the people at Doris Records, they know your family. So you can go grab something. But I'm talking about going to the mall and going in there and dropping your money down, dropping the album down with confidence, knowing I'm not 17. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to be able to buy this. I bought that and I also bought Method Man to Cal 2000. They kind of came out around the same time. So I bought both of them. Boom.
That's crazy.
Put my
And did
money
they
down.
say anything? Like, was the
Now
TV
I was so
on? Like,
confident. Yeah, I was so confident, bro, that they just let me rock. They didn't even say anything. They
well,
didn't even
also
flinch
they're
at it.
probably
Like,
freaking out because they're older. Like, it's 9/11. Like,
no. This is like 99. This is I
oh,
just
oh, oh,
jumped
oh, oh! I
back. Yeah, I
thought you
just
were
jumped back
saying
to
you were
like
like
yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
down, like
Yeah. No.
running
The
everything up.
blueprint, that was just a quick grab and go situation, man.
Yeah,
Like I didn't
yeah.
even but I started to see the seriousness of it. But I'm just talking about like 99 was like that time where
Yeah. Did you
when I
have the
like I'm
corner
in it.
stores that had the mixtapes on the
Yeah,
blank
like
CDs? That's really when I started finding a ton of artists, were the like
yeah,
Dominican stores, Elvis's in Lowell, Mass. And you could go in and they would
yeah.
have the burn CDs of all the DJ mixes and
Facts.
shit.
Bro, I used to burn my own CDs. Like, man, it was like around like I want to say 2000. My mom got the home computer, you know what I mean? Like, and then those Dells came with the CD burner in it, you know what I mean? So I was on. That's when LimeWire was hitting. Um, Napster was hitting. That's when you like download something and you don't know what you're gonna get when you open that file, bro. Like you
Yeah.
have no clue what you're gonna get when you open that file. But I would just burn CDs, you know what I mean? And kind of like I would sell them sometimes and stuff, but like I really wasn't doing it to sell it. I was making my own mixtapes just to put in my CD player, my Walkman, my Discman, and like hop on the bus and go to school. And like I used to have the CD book in my backpack, bro. Like that's when see,
Yeah.
you have to flip through the plastic pages, and I just had plenty of burned CDs, bro. I used to just burn my own CDs. So
Now that
that's
you're
kind of
in
like
the
time.
industry, how do you feel
Yeah.
about illegally downloading music back in the day?
Yo, like I don't feel any type of way because like it's still the same way. It's like, yo, as long as you get the music and listen to the music, because that's what it's really about. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
obviously piracy is not cool. You know what I mean? Like artists need to be supported, artists need to get paid. It's a whole lot that goes into it, but like being in the industry now, it's like, did it change? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's a whole
Yeah.
nother story for another time. But yeah, looking back on it, I'm like, all right, yeah, it wasn't cool, but it's also like it's not like I had a bunch of money to go just buy every album I ever wanted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you had to find a way to get the music. You know what I mean? You had to find a way. It's like you either, you know what I mean? It's like I don't have any money. I can't listen to it. Like nah, man. Like I'm getting it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? And
When
if
I
I
was a
got some money, I'm
kid,
going to get it.
when I was younger, I would I would download demos or like shit that was leaked. Like I was like, let me find everything. But now that I'm older, I don't really like I try not to listen to leaked music. Like music that doesn't
Yeah.
want like unless an artist has like sent me an album and it's not out like but I try not to do that. But when I was a kid, I loved finding like those weird demos of shit that someone like some producer had and put out on the internet type shit.
Yeah. But like that's how I kind of like found out about stuff like like death grips and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, like the obscure rap stuff. Um, like MF Doom and all that stuff. Like it was the stuff that I would listen to that I wouldn't like tell anybody, you know what I'm saying? Or like genres that I like right, I would never go at the time spend the money. If I had $10, $12 to buy a CD, I'm not about to go buy the Panic at the Disco album, but I do want to hear it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? At that time
Mm-hmm.
it was like, okay, buy Panic at the Disco album or buy Pharrell's In My Mind.
Mm.
One of them is gonna have to get illegally downloaded,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And this is like MySpace era type stuff,
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah, I never thought about it in a capitalistic way, but the consumer is choosing what
Yeah.
product they want to give their music to,
Yeah,
even
it's
at
like
the
I want
choice
it
of
all.
free. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted it all. Like I wasn't confined to just rap music. You know what I mean? Like I love all types of music. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm getting dressed in today. I'm listening to Deftones. You know what I mean? So
All right, I don't even listen
I,
to that.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, and I have like playlists that I curate for myself that I don't even like. Some of my friends will be like, "Yo, send me a link to the playlist," and I'll be like, "All right, I got something for you." You know what I'm saying? I curate 7-song playlists for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it for anybody else, and it's just like moods. It's all moods, all moods. So yeah, like at that time, I just had to like get it how I could get it, and like LimeWire was like my best friend. You know what I mean? Especially when the iPods dropped around like I want to say that was like '05, like '04 going into '05. Like my goodness, man, that was a game changer, bro. I'm walking around with like 150 songs in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
Yeah.
because I hated those MP3 players that were before the iPod. It's like the iPod they finally got it right. You know what I'm saying? But then that was kind of like you were starting to see like the end of the digital downloads because we were moving into the blog era, you know what I'm saying? Which is
Yeah.
like the golden years to me, honestly. Man, I might cry talking about it, bro. Those are like the golden years for music discovery for me, man.
Yeah.
Just
I
running my
I look
own
back at
blogs
those
and
times,
stuff.
the finding music, like when I was really into digging, like really into
Yeah.
finding artists. And it's crazy how many of them blew up. That's how I found. I heard Reject 2. That was the first Griselda, like of the three, like the Buffalo guys.
Word.
I remember. I heard it only because Beloved was on a playlist, and you know the cover's Conway, the back of Conway's head.
Yeah,
And his back, and I thought that shit's the hardest album cover I've ever seen. Let me just listen to the song. And I was driving, and I heard that song, and I literally pulled over on the side of the road and was like, I need to listen to this album right now. And bro, I look at that time crazy. Yeah,
that project was immaculate. That was kind of like the first. You know, I had known West Side Gun already because Monk was actually the person that like put us together. I'm like, I didn't know he was who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew him I knew of him and like his family from a different walk of life, right? So I didn't know he was what, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know who he was until Monk put us in
you
the
didn't
same
know him
room.
from
I'm like,
music. You knew him from Buffalo.
right, and I didn't. Yeah, right. It's just like the circles, like, you know, they had like that. You know, that was like street entertainment was that preceded Griselda. You know what I mean? And that was like a family thing. You know what I mean? Like that was, you know, Benny's older brother, Cutter. You know what I mean? Like Conway, West, but it wasn't Griselda. It was something totally different. You know what I mean? So they were like making noise in the streets with like mixtapes and doing their thing. You know what I mean? Like they just were notorious in the city. You had them. If you were doing anything outside, I was playing ball a lot and just going to different neighborhoods playing ball. You had to know who they were. You had to. You know what I'm saying? And they also come from the school at DJ Shay, which, rest in peace, Shay, was like that was like the mutual ground for everybody, no matter what you had going on in the city. If you dabbled in music in any type of way, Shay was like DJ Shay was like the nucleus, you know what I'm saying? With a few other people, but DJ Shay was like that place where everybody kind of crossed paths. But yeah, Reject 2 was like, you know, Wes and I building a relationship from a distance. I was living in DC at the time. That was kind of like my entry point of like, yo, this need a website. Yo, this need this. Like, oh, you gonna do radio? You gotta have a one sheet when you go to radio. You know what I mean? Like, Wes hit me like, yo, what's a one sheet? I'm going to Sirius. They talking about we need a one sheet. What's that? I'm like, yo, this is what a one sheet is. You know what I mean? He's like, can you make one? I'm like, yeah, got you. No problem. You know what I'm saying?
And how did you know how to do this stuff?
For me, bro, I've always worked. I went to school. I have a degree in mass communications from Buffalo State, you know, so part of the curriculum was PR and stuff. So I had like the formal idea of what this stuff was, but you know, I was always doing events around the city. I did, you know, concerts, party promotions and stuff like that. And then on the music tip, I don't know if people know, Monk used to rap and he was the front man for the rap group. You know what I mean? And me and him kind of locked in. After I came back I went down to Miami to help my friend move because she had got an internship at Slip and Slide Records. And I ended up staying down there a little longer just because I was like learning stuff. So when I came back to Buffalo, I got put on to Monk's raps. His name was completely different. I don't know. I don't know if you look for it, you can find it. It was G5GI at the time, right? And he was the front man of a group called First Class. In that group was Billy Esco, whom most people know as Cafe. He's the man behind Cafe. And Jay Skis. Mitch Arizona was the DJ and the producer. And G5GI was the frontman. So I kind of managed, or, you know, he called me his manager. He's like, yo, you my manager now. You know what I mean? And we were just like on an insane run, just ripping through everything, getting access to every venue that most people couldn't get access to. Like I'm pretty sure I watched Jay Ski spit his first bars on rap. I mean, like his first bars on wax. I meant to say. I think I watched him for the first time he ever recorded. I think I was there. I'm pretty sure I was there. You know what I mean? Like, like he rocked the beat. Like, it was the David Banner "Get Like Me" beat, and when I heard it, I was like, "Yo, what?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, what is going?" I mean, this is like 2007 or 2000, somewhere around that time, like 2006, 2007, maybe somewhere around that time. And I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." And then we'd start figuring it out along the way. So this is how I kind of like, a lot of it was trial and error, you know what I mean? And like trying to get on blogs to the point where it's like, all right, we got to start our own blog. You know what I mean? Like, so me and G5GI at the time, we launched, his site, and we turned it into a blog. And then we launched this site called therapperweed.com. I wish I would have had enough sense to trademark that and keep that domain, because like I had some of the homies. It was a crew out of Philly called Animal House. They had like clothing brand, Babylon Cartel, and those guys. I had Johnny Rabbit design the logo. It was like a Bugs Bunny type glove hand with like a J, and the smoke said Rapper Weed. I'll find it and I'll send it to you, show it to you. But it was like the coolest thing. So we started our own blog, and our whole thing was like, if we can get this blog in like Miss Info's blog roll, or Two Dope Boys blog roll, because if you got it made into people's blog roll, like it's kind of lit, like, you know what I mean, like you kind of accept it. So we were just finding our way, you know what I mean. So that's how I kind of learned how to do everything, was just like positioning G5GI in the space of like, yo, this is Buffalo's lifestyle rapper. We from all the same stuff that y'all hear coming out of Buffalo, but our perspective, it was very different. You know what I mean? Like he grew up right in the midst of all that going on, like in his neighborhood, and it's like, he was always just like the golden child, because everybody's like, yo, he does music. He comes from a musical family, man. Like we would be in his mom's attic making music at all times of the night, and she just come up there like, did y'all eat today? You know what I'm saying? Like most people getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like, it was just like a musical house where it was just like our safe space, and we were able to create freely. And I think that's what like kind of sharpened us. And me, I always wanted to be behind the scenes. I'm not one of those. And shout out to all the music executives that are behind the scenes that like used to rap or whatever. That's cool. But I never had aspirations to rap. Like what
Not
I'm
to
doing
cut
is
you
what
off,
I always saw myself doing.
but even when you were saying you were watching the music videos, you were like, I want to know how they did that, not I want to do that. Like even just, it's really, I've never, like, even the way you described that, I was like, damn, that's a behind the scenes guy right there.
Yeah, man. Like just reading the credits, it's crazy now. Like reading all the credits from like some of my favorite albums, like all those Rockefeller albums back in the day, and the Murder Inc. albums, and all those Def Jam albums that were coming out, and like just being in the rooms with some of these people, it's almost still like surreal to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes like certain people see their favorite rapper and they like, yo, that's, you know what I mean? Like for me, it's people behind the scenes, like, right, like when when Griselda was coming up, and Wes was like, yo, he had the management play, and like hip hop was a part of the management team. I'm like, yo, this is you know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's crazy. You know what I
Salute
mean?
to
Like,
him.
so
Salute to hip hop.
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, like he definitely paved the way for what the world is getting, and he saw it early. You know what I mean? Like he saw it.
So
but yeah.
Gunn saw you. So Gunn saw you doing all that shit for Monk and for all of them, and he hit you up just being like, "Yo,
Nah, he didn't.
Can you
see
help
that.
me with this?"
Yeah, no, I don't think he saw that. Like what it was is that Monk was the person recording. Like a lot of those first Hitler Wears Hermes album projects, like the first three, I want to say, like yeah, Derringer was producing a lot of it, but like Monk was down in Atlanta with him, like recording, sitting at the boards, pressing record, and you know what I'm saying, comping the tracks and stuff like that, and still like serving up production. So Monk was there. So Monk was always telling me, like, yo, you gotta check this. And like Monk will be like, yo, I'm about to send you a vinyl. Woo, woo, woo. So he'll send me a vinyl, or you know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, send me some cash, I'll send you this vinyl. So, you know, he sent me the vinyl, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And at this time, like Wes is kind of like mysterious because he like wouldn't show his face that much, you know what I mean? But it was like all part of the strategy. But like, so I would come down to Atlanta because I have family here. And I would just come down like my mom and family would come to Atlanta, so we'd all convene in Atlanta. You know what I mean? And one day I don't know what was going on. I think I might have like it was like early Instagram or something. Like this, like you couldn't even do videos on Instagram at this time. Like it was early. Um, Monk was like, "Yo, you in Atlanta?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, I just talked to Wes. He said pull up. He said pull up on him." Now this is the meeting. Like I'm meeting Wes for first time. Monk's telling him about me. Monk's telling me about him. We're both like probably like okay, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm in DC. So that's how that relationship started. So when I pulled up on him, like he was just like super cool. He had me pull up to the spot, like which is notoriously known as the five. You know what I mean? Like, you know, kitchen with the checkerboard floor. Had me pull up and he was just kicking it with me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just telling me his vision and what he saw. And in that kitchen, I'm like, yo, this ain't this not a rapper. It's like, you know what I mean? Like this is not a rapper. This is genius level entrepreneur CEO talk. Like he knows what he's trying to, you know what I mean? And it sounded far fetched to me it sounded so far fetched that I believed it. I believed it. Because at the time, you know, I'm working at one of the largest entrepreneurship associations in the world, right? At the time. So I'm traveling the world to do my job living in DC. So
Can you
I'm
say
listening
what?
to
Can you say which one?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll say that one is Entrepreneurs Organization, which if you're not qualified to be a member, you probably don't even really know about it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I was working there at the time. So I'm around CEOs for my job. Like that's my job is to work with CEOs who are members and, you know, work on programs and facilitate different things. So listening to him talk, I'm like, he's one of them. You know what I mean? Like he's one of them. That's what I was hearing. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like if he does half the shit he's saying, legendary, instantly. Like if he does half of it. You know what I mean? So it was at that point, like we were cool, but it wasn't like, yo, you down or you're my manager. It was never anything like that. It was just like, yo, I'm gonna help out whenever I can. And a lot of it was digital, you know, like my job was like, I was so used to remote work at the time. I'm like, yo, it's like, yo, I could do what I can do from a distance. You know what I mean? And then when it was time for like AC3 festivals and stuff like that, I just pull up, I just go to Atlanta, pull up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at that time, I'm like just scraping it together. Like, you know, so sometimes I take the Amtrak down, you know what I mean? A couple times I took the Greyhound down, you know what I mean? This was like before all the flights and stuff like that. It was just like getting it out the mud, you know what I mean? Figuring it out. So I would come down on my own accord and just kind of mob out. So if he was performing somewhere, I drive the crew and the homies. I drive, or when it's time to walk up to the festival and do all the talking, because you know how it is. Like when we pull up to the festival, it's like mad homies and stuff. So like that wristband thing get crazy. I just do the talking, and I'm like, you know, finesse the wristband situation. And then, over time, Wes would see me, it'd be like, yo, well, we only got 5 wristbands. So I'll make sure everybody got wristbands, and I'll be like, yo, everybody go ahead. I figure out I'll be good. Don't even worry about me. I'll be straight. Just make sure y'all get to where y'all need to get to. I trust me. If I'm by myself, I'll find my way. Like it's
Yeah.
easier to get in when I'm by myself. So over
Real
time, he
shit.
started to seeing that, and it started building trust. You know what I mean? So I think I don't know. We never had a conversation about it, but as he started building Griselda, he would like a lot of people don't know this is that no one knew it at the time, but he was driving back and forth by himself from Atlanta to New York. No one knew why, right? In hindsight, he was taking meetings, putting the plays together, being where he needed to be by any means necessary, even if that meant driving from Atlanta to New York by itself. So one time I think Peter Rosenberg was having a birthday party or something like that in DC, Howard Theater. I lived right down the street from Howard Theater. I'm talking about so close. I can walk up an alleyway and be at the front door of Howard Theater. So Wes was coming through and he just hit me because he knew I was in DC. He just hit me this one time and he was like, "Yo, you in DC?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm around." He's like, "I'm gonna pull up on you." Woo, woo. So he pulled up on me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's when I found out what he was doing. Yeah, he was stopping at this event, but he was also going to continue and go to New York City and then drive back. But going to New York City might have been just one meeting. You know what I mean? Or maybe a meeting that got moved around or something. Who knows the hoops he was jumping through? But I'm like, yo, if you doing this drive, bro, just stop in DC, chill, kick it at the crib, smoke something. You know what I'm saying? And then continue on, get some rest, and then continue. You know what I mean? Because once you get to DC, it's only 4 hours to New York City, and then on your way back, do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that went on for a little while. You know what I mean? So like that kind of built like the trust. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
you gotta like really trust somebody to like just stay at their crib, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what people got going on, you know what I mean? So he will pull up, and then one time he came through, he had, you know what I'm saying? He had the wife with him. He had young. This is a young West Side Pootie, you know what I'm saying? They stayed at the crib or whatever. Um, and he was going to New York, and I think that was the moment where he was going to solidify everything that would come to be. I think that was what that was. But again, it wasn't like I was asking questions at all. Like I was like, "Yo, just crash
Yeah.
and then keep going." You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was the energy. And it was like really built off that momentum, right? And then fast forward to that summer, the first Griselda show. It's funny. The first Griselda show ever in the history of Griselda was in Boston. Well, not Boston. I'm gonna say it was in Cambridge. Let me get that right. Let me let me not mess that
At the
up.
Middle East
I
upstairs.
at the Middle East upstairs. That was the first Griselda show. And I was like, I remember, Wes was like, he just hit me. He was like, "Yo, pull up, bring your camera." Because, sometimes I would just have my DLSR camera just to take photos. Like, trust me, I'm not a photographer or anything like that, but I have technical skills to where I can work the camera. He was like, "Yo, just bring your camera." So I was like, damn. I was out of town for work, so I got back. So I got a V and I just drove to Boston by myself, pulled up by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first show, the first Griselda show. And we would continue to build a rapport back and forth until I would say right before he was gonna do the Griselda deal, we would go back and forth all the time. And I'd be like, "Yo, you can't keep selling hoodies out your DM, bro. Like that is really difficult to do." You know what I'm saying? Because it was easy at first because he was like selling 12 shirts, 10 shirts, 15 shirts, but then it started turning into like 50. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And I was like, "Yo, we gotta automate this thing." One day he just like hit me and was like, "Yo, you should come to Atlanta and help me with this." He was like, "Yo, could you move to Atlanta?" I was like, "Yo, what?" I was like, "Yo, I don't know, man." I was like, let me think about it. He was like, "Well," he was like, "if you let me know." He was like, I forgot how the conversation went, but it was like almost like I had 2 weeks to like let him know an answer.
Mhm.
So at this time, bro, it was like divine timing. I was about to accept a new job. So I was in between jobs to where I had interviewed for a new job and I was going to get a new job. But like, uh, Trump had just gotten elected. I don't know. Can we say that on the live? I don't know, but whatever.
Yes, you can say.
Whatever. It's
It's
just
like
you
it's
know how
a
they
it's like
say,
a swear
yeah,
word.
you know, it's like it's like you say his name and then like nobody can see your content or whatever. But whatever. But he had just gotten elected for the first term. You know what I mean? So I watched DC switch from like the Obama years, and then that that election, like the very next day, I was on the subway in DC. I was on the metro, and it was just like a somber morning, bro. Like, and I'm like, everybody just seemed sad. It wasn't like the same energy. And I was like, yo, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I actually have an opportunity to take a risk and dip. You know what I'm saying? And go
Yeah.
to Atlanta where I have some family. You know, I know quite a few people in Atlanta, and like moving from DC, I always felt like DC was like the mecca of blackness and black culture, but Atlanta is the mecca to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Buffalo.
Mhm.
You from one, So I was like, yo, why not? Like, let's get it. And I always trusted West Side Gun's vision. I believed, like I said, remember I said I believed him from day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never doubted that he was gonna do the stuff that he said he was gonna do. And everything he said he was going to do, he has done it. You know what I mean? So, me and my like I guess my corporate background, being around CEOs, like I knew what successful CEOs, like the fabric. I understood the fabric and the core values that they move with, right? So it was easy for me to make a decision and be like, all right, I'm gonna make this leap, and here goes nothing. You know what I mean? And it turned out being what it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's why. I think that's a beautiful story, and I get like, this is gonna sound dumb, and people listening, and maybe even you think it sounds dumb, but like, I'm getting like emotional hearing you talk about that in a way where it's like when I first started hearing it and understanding it and creating my own vision, and from like, I went to the first opening of Buffalo Kids, and that was the first time I'd ever
Oh
been in
yeah,
Buffalo,
yeah.
and that was really the
Right.
start of all this. And so
Right,
like
right.
the
Right.
idea of believing in your vision is the most
Yeah.
inspirational thing, and that's kind of like, it's crazy. It is crazy how he does that. He is very inspiring in the believing in your vision, because
Yeah.
man, I was like, I'm still a nobody, you know what I mean? But I was a
Yeah.
nobody going to that Buffalo Kids store, and that shit like
Yeah,
changed
man.
my life in a
Just
real way, you
yeah,
know?
watching everybody come up, and I'll just say this last thing because I don't want to turn it into a West Side Gun Glaze session.
No, and then
You
we
know
can
what I'm
go
saying?
back to that, but I just wanted to wrap up the
but
story. Yeah.
yeah, but for sure, like he created an entire ecosystem that I don't know if people give him enough credit for. To me, he created Buffalo's Motown, right? If you notice the history of Motown, to me, he did the same exact thing. But then I think about all of the creators that kind of found their way through this Griselda thing just by, showing up, hoping to get some access, and then run into somebody like me, or you run into a Jake, or you run into a Chad, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? And you get
Yeah.
access. And I watched everyone kind of like find their way, like 1,000 words. You, with like what you two guys are doing is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, and of course you guys are doing other things, but like, just seeing you guys, I just know you guys consistently popping out, 1,000 words always, reaching out, like figuring out how to get access, and just genuine, just being super genuine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Yeah.
in this Griselda world, it was like, yo, if you let somebody come around with a camera, you better be sure about that. And it was like 1,000 words, and it was a lot of guys. It was a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? But just to see what you all are doing, Cinematic Studios, New Vegas, all those guys, like just to see where you guys flipped it and took that access and like found a lane, you know what I mean, and found a pocket to document this very rich culture and ecosystem that we're all a part of. You guys are like the historians and documenting this thing, you know what I mean? Because so when they look back in 20 years and like when they hear like, okay, these are the Griselda years, you guys are going to be right at the forefront of documenting and telling the story. So yeah, like what you guys are doing is like super important, man. So yeah, man,
But
like
it's
we all
also
kind of just became fan.
I appreciate that very much, but it's the same with
sure.
you. The same inspiration is like you have so much other shit. Like I know you have to wrap up by 2, but I do want to talk about your business and your new. And that's the same thing. Like I do like the doing other things. I like the, like I hope people. I'm just gonna do a quick plug for people listening. June 13th and 14th, I'm headlining.
We got some time, bro.
I'm hosting for Louis J. Gomez, who's one of the biggest comedians in New York. I'm hosting 3 shows for him at Laugh Boston, June 13th and 14th. So go see that at Laugh Boston.
Yo, congrats, bro.
Thank you.
That's dope. That's
Thank
super
you.
dope.
So yeah,
man.
talk. I know we can be done with the gun talk. I appreciate that, but there was a reason you came on here. There was something you wanted to. You wanted to plug and talk about.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, for me, you know, like just based on all the stuff we talked about, man, it's like my phone rings so much, you know, and people are like, yo, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Can you help me do this? And I'm like, man, I'm one person. You know what I mean? So, you know, what started out as a production company for like I thought it was going to turn into a TV and film and media based company kind of turned into more of a consultancy for me in creative management. I realized that like I have a pocket where I have CEOs and small business owners reaching out to me, and I have music artists and contemporary artists and marketing managers reaching out to me just to kind of like chop game or things of that nature. So what I've started doing is like, you know, for all these people that I was able to help, instead of always like just talking, sometimes I create like documents, right? And whether it's an ebook, a how-to guide, or a workbook to outline content pillars to launch new products or launch new albums or launch new art exhibitions and things of that nature, to help CEOs and creatives really understand how social media drives revenue, right? And how your branding and your storytelling and your strategy, that's marketing. Marketing isn't just posting some random stuff. You know what I mean? It's very much a plan end to end, where you have branding, you have advertising, you have promotion, you have storytelling, you have art direction. All of these things make up marketing. So for me to be able to help people at a more of a macro or mass level, I should say, I had to figure out how to use the internet to do that, right? I am very savvy on the internet. I am very tech savvy, but I'm also the person of like, if you see me, you see me. Right? So, you know, doing that, I knew I had to be more visible online, which is a process. Like it's a new process for me, is making myself visible. Like I have a ton of stuff that I'm kind of rolling out. And if you want to check it out, you can hit the link in my bio on Instagram. It's just D Jackson. Or
when I put this out as an
Creative.
interview, I'll put the link in the bio of this.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll send you everything. But like right now, I have like the consultations up, because like sometimes that's all it really takes is a consultation. And in that consultation, I'm able to give a crash course to driving revenue on social media, and it's a mindset thing. And then that usually leads to people wanting to work with me day to day, or, you know, for the most ambitious, access my done for you services, where I have a graphic designer, a video editor, a content team actually
Man, I'm just listening to this being like, I need this.
Yeah. So it's like levels, you know what I mean? Like that's obviously the
Yeah.
most ambitious, but sometimes, it might just be doing a strategy session weekly, right? So we might lock in for 4 months and do some strategy sessions. And I have like
Nah,
all
this is
types of
so
ebooks
important
and
for
stuff like that. Like
artists.
especially for like music artists. I have an
Yeah.
ebook where, helping you outline the art of an album rollout, where I have two case studies in there. Like I have case studies, and I case study Tyler the Creator, right, on across two different albums. And then I have another document to help you release a single or new music day by day, step by step, what you should be doing weeks out, what you should be doing every day, all the way up to the release and through the release, which is very important because most artists, once they get to the release, they start to ghost their art. And I'm like, you spend all this time making this music and now you're just gonna ghost it, you know? So I have ebooks for that. I also have like done for you templates for like artists and artist managed, especially artists who like to self-manage themselves, or managers. I have an entire toolkit and templates that are like for touring, the recording stuff, the marketing stuff, just the general overall business and how you run it. And then more importantly, the finance portion, which is very important. So I have like over 50 templates in a bundle that I'm gonna drop soon. And like anybody who um books a consultation this month in June before I release those new ebooks, I'm gonna kind of throw that in as
Yeah.
like, yo, thanks for rocking with me. You know what I mean? Like because like a consultation is an investment, Like it's not like it's a low tier investment for me, but it's an investment for an artist, right? Like coming to me and saying, "Hey, I know what you do. I want to rock with you, so I want to book a strategy session." So for me, I'm like, I can throw in some ebooks that's gonna be it's gonna be a ticket for these things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna bundle it all up so you get everything together. But anybody who books a strategy session in the month of June, I'm gonna throw some of those in for free based on what they need and where they are in their career. You know what I mean? Like so I can assess like, oh, you need this, and just give them that. It's not gonna be an add-on for them. But like for everybody else after that, though, like it's definitely going to be a bundle, or you can get it a la carte. So I'm going to be dropping that all month, right? So a lot of my content is going to be focused around that. And that'll allow me to like kind of extend myself to people where I don't have to trade my time, because I'm also working on music stuff too, still, right? Like I'm working on brother Tom Sosa's Griselda debut, and that itself is a task. Working on a debut, you only have one time to come out for the first time, right? You know
Man,
what I
I've
mean?
been
Like
waiting for that shit for I've been waiting for that shit since you guys took all that other shit down. I found, I had him on this podcast so long ago, even
yeah,
before the
man, yeah.
Griselda shit. I
Yep,
can't
yep,
wait
yep.
to hear
I
that
remember
shit.
it. And that's been my guy since before the Griselda. And like he found his own way. Like he's not on Griselda because of me. You know what I mean? Like what like he found his own way, right? But we were always in contact, you know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
just worked out. Like it just worked out this way. You know what I mean? So yeah. I can't really talk about too much, but
Word.
like everybody's gonna be very impressed with this kid, bro. Like
I'm
he's
excited to
incredible.
sit down with him again. But back
Yeah.
to what you were talking about. That shit
Hmm.
is so important
Yeah.
even for me, like I knew no one. Like I knew no one and nothing. No one from anyone. I've never met anyone who ever did anything in life type shit. You know what
Bro,
I mean?
I would have never known.
And I think everybody, a lot of people are that way. Like when I started, I was talking about that earlier today because I'm in the first room that I ever podcasted in, ever.
Dope.
Like
Dope.
I knew no one, and so I feel like something like that, a tool like that, where you can talk to someone or even just get a little bit of a path, would give so
Yeah.
many people the like push that they need.
I
Cause
think so. Yeah.
you have to be really dumb to just have like you have to have no blueprint at all. Like, to just go for it and hope that it works out is a really hard thing to do. You need something to kind of show you a
Honestly,
guiding path.
yeah, I think so as well. I think that's always important, man. Like on a journey. My point is, yeah, you do need that for sure, and I think that I can fill that void in a lot of spaces where, there's a lot of people you can go to for that type of thing. There's a lot of good resources on YouTube. You could kind of piece it together, but it's like I've done it. You know what I mean? I've done it more than once.
Personal is very
Like,
different than a YouTube video. You can see a YouTube video about
Yeah.
success and it can have 5 million views, but that doesn't mean that all 5 million of
right.
those people are
Now
successful.
applying it, you know what I mean? Like the like applying what you're consuming is the thing. And it's a formula. It's always a formula. But I think part of it, to just go off into the ether and start something, you kind of like I saw Tyler in a recent interview. I think it was like something he did it for Converse or something, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to be delusional, and you have to have people around you that believe, that trust
Yeah.
you." And I think while that's part of it, like just look at the community that you've built, right? Like you have this go for it mentality, but like watching you in 1,000 Words and how you guys came together, and I feel like y'all kind of met because of like just going to shows and being in the
We met
same
at a
hip
Benny
hop
the
spaces.
Butcher meet and greet in New York City.
Yo, see
Yeah.
that ecosystem. You see what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
y'all clicked up, and it's like I can see the confidence that switched on in you, and I see like he had confidence too. But I remember when he was just trying to figure it out, right? Like, and I would tell him like, "Yo, what you doing is dope, bro." Like, he'd be like, "For real," and I'm like, "Yes, for real, bro. Keep going." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he found his way. But just having people around to help you navigate that is part of it, but also like having a thirst to learn ongoing. And it's like that part, like providing the education with the practicality of like, okay, here's the education. Like this is the theory, but I'm not here to like lecture you like it's school or something like that. Like here, I'm gonna take all the years I spent doing this, package it up into some words and some imagery and a few videos here and there, and give it to you as is if you want to invest in yourself like that. So now what took me 10, 12 years to figure out from falling on my face this whole time or here and there, I'm going to package it up. And I'm also going to tell you the pitfalls to watch out for, right? Like, and tell you like, how do you avoid certain pitfalls, right? I even do that every week I have my newsletter, Hello Hot Corner, my Substack, and that's free. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody has to pay for that. Like, and it's like super game, a lot of game in there, man. Like, people tell me all the time, like, I'll get a DM and somebody will be like, "Yo, like, this post was right on time," and that's just like me, thinking about things. When people ask me questions, I'll like recall a conversation, and someone will ask me a marketing question, and I'm like, that's next week. You know what I mean? Like that's a topic for 2 weeks from now. That's a topic from 3 weeks from now. You know what I mean? Like that's next week's topic. That's how I come up with topics. People just DMing me or texting me or calling me randomly. Like, of course I answer for, people that I work with all the time, every day. And then I'll get a question and I'm like, it'll just spark an idea. And I'm like, man, like if this person is asking me that question, I think a lot of people in that creative space have the same question, have the same stuck points, but they don't know who to ask. And it's like, I just want to encourage talking to each other and sharing information and sharing game. You know what I mean? Like, because I think that's the way, is sharing the game. Like, it's so much gatekeeping, man.
Is over.
It's so much gatekeeping. And I'm like, I get gatekeeping to an extent, but it's not like to keep people out. It's you know what I mean? Like, it's not to keep people out or build walls, but it's to determine who gets in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, gatekeeping to an extent. Sam Buck could be outside at a show with no ticket, no nothing, and you might see me walking by, and I'm like tell somebody, I'm like, yo, go make sure Sam Buck and them get in. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what y'all, I see y'all trying to get in, and I know what you're coming for, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's the historian of what we of this thing of ours. Like, make sure they get in. I might not be like, yo, come on, dude, like make it hot, but I'll tell somebody like, yo, make sure they get in. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of gatekeeping. It's like I'm not doing that for everybody.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so gatekeeping is needed to an extent, but it's like the gatekeeping to keep people out or to be like, oh, you're not this and I'm better than you type of gatekeeping. There's so much of that, bro. And I'm just like, yo, that's done, man. Like that era is
Or even
done.
just
It's like,
information. Like
yeah,
what you're talking
yeah.
about is like you have to put in an effort and you have to prove yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
information's out there, and
Yeah, like that shouldn't be gate kept, man. Information. Now, granted, like if it's like, oh, you want to get the phone number to this person I have access to, now that's different. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? But like information of like how I did something or the steps I took, I'm like, I figured out how to document it, you know what I mean? Like and package it up and give it to people in a way that they can digest and like go to every day and follow the map on how to get from A to B. You know what I mean? So I'm like that. I feel like I can like help people every single day, whether I'm talking to them directly or whether they're stopping by the store and saying, oh, like this new ebook dropped on how to roll out an album, the art of rolling out an album. Like, yo, you don't need to talk to me to do that. You know what I mean? You can book a strategy session to go with that, but like just getting that ebook might be more of an affordable solution for you, right? Or you might just be like, yo, I'm gonna go get the free game from the newsletter every week, and I'm gonna just run with that until I get some bread to, you know, invest in myself more. You know what I mean? So it's something for everybody at every level, you know?
It's way easier and way harder to make it. If that makes sense. Like it's way easier to make it, but it's going to be way harder mentally than you expect it to be. Like
cutting through the noise, right? Because if anybody who has Wi-Fi, you're competing against anybody who has Wi-Fi, right? Like just not in the competition per se, but like just to have your voice cut through or your art cut through, it's a lot of noise going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't open your phone without being marketed to. You know what I mean? Like everything's being marketed to you and being sold to you. You know what I mean? So it's like it is easier, but it's harder at the same time because it's like the internet just gives anybody with Wi-Fi the voice, which it kind of clutters up the spaces sometime. You know what I mean? It's nothing like I'm from a time where I remember where there wasn't a Twitter, there wasn't an Instagram. I remember, you know what I mean? Like I'm from the era of like you had to be outside with it, but I've also was like the first generate, like some of the first generation of youth to have in-home PCs with internet. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's harder for an artist to blow now or back then?
It's tough for me to say because I'm not that ancient. So when I got into working with artists, I've always had the internet. I do remember life without it when we had to remember phone numbers, but I was a kid at that time. Like, you know, I'm early teenage years. But when I really started working with in the music spaces, it was like toward my latter years of college where we had MySpace, we had Facebook. Well, if you had a college email, we had Facebook. So I can't say it's easier, but like honestly, bro, like me being from Buffalo, I just want to say it has to be easier. You know what I mean? Like you got to think, and I'm gonna speak on the world I know. I'm from Buffalo, New York, right? Before Griselda, name them, name famous popular music. And Griselda's not even popular yet. I don't want to say it's popular, but like it's Rick James and then who else?
Yeah.
Right? Until Griselda came through. But we're from Buffalo. You can't, there's no Def Jam building. You can't stand outside of the Def Jam building and then Jay-Z might pull up in a Maybach and you might have a chance to put a CD in his hand, maybe. And then, you know what I mean? Like, or stand in front of a building, or, you know what I mean? Like, just in a place like New York City where opportunity is just flowing around you. Like, I'm from a place like Buffalo, so like the internet leveled the playing field, you know? So I want to say, like, it's not, I can't say it's easier, but it definitely, the playing field is way more level now than it ever was, because a kid from Buffalo can get seen by whoever, you know what I mean? Like, or a kid sitting in some small town who is amazing at what they do and got all the skills, and they should be, you know, they should be well known, but they're in a small town and they've never been anywhere. The internet kind of gives them the opportunity to do that. So I say
Some dude
it's
from
not easier.
fucking nowhere, Massachusetts. I'm from Fitchburg. I mean, I'm from the same place as OT the Real, but no one knew. I didn't know OT. Like, I could do this shit
Right.
with Griselda. I could do this shit all over the country. Like, the internet
Right.
allowed me to do that shit. So
Yeah,
I do
bro.
get what you're saying.
Yeah, man. Like, you hosting rap shows, you doing comedy shows, you open for some of the biggest comedians. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta give the credit to the internet age, man. Like,
Yeah.
it changed all of our lives, man. Like, for the
Yeah.
better, you know?
Can I give a quick shout out to everyone who's been commenting while we're watching?
Oh yeah, we're live. I completely
We're
forgot
live,
we're
yeah. So salute to Fendi Benji, salute to Eric from Salem. Here's Johnny, 82 DC, Falcom, Jacob Alamo, Beeps, Mr. Canoe Kanakane. Who else has been commenting? White
Fire.
Mexican One, McBain, everybody, Barry Goose Records. Salute to all of y'all and everybody
Fire.
else who watched.
That's fire, bro. You got all those people watching, bro. Like, see, you super lit, bro. Like, I know they're not watching because of me. I don't rap. You
They
know what I
want to
mean?
hear that
Like,
shit,
you
bro.
super lit, bro.
They're waiting for you. I do solo streams. I stream like 20 hours a week now. They are excited to hear someone else
Fire.
talk.
Fire. That's dope. That's dope. Word, man. But I don't know, like, if there's anything else you wanna wrap up with, bro, like, I'm here. Like, I know I said a time, but it's like, man, like, we were just kicking it, bro. Like, this is the
Yeah.
best type of, you know what I mean? It's not an interview.
This is
to me.
my
It's like,
favorite
yo,
type of
I'm
interview.
talking to the homie, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
you asked me to do this like so long ago, bro. When I reached out to you, you could have been like, yo, I'm too lit now. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
Nah.
I was like, yo,
I've
a
done
good
that to
time.
people, and I hope they wouldn't do that to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I believe in divine timing. You started this
Yeah.
podcast talking about Baba, Salim, and you were saying
Yeah.
you guys met on real, like, divine timing, and serendipity
Facts.
and some divine timing is my religion. So
Yeah,
I
man.
totally I believe in that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I totally believe in that. Everything is like divine timing. So that's why I knew that, like, when I wanted to give value to your audience, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do an interview or come on Sam Buck show just to get lit, get some likes and get people coming to my profile, and then what?
Yeah.
Right? So like, it's like, now people can see this is gonna live on the internet. Now you can come get some value, you know what I'm saying? And when you stop by my store, my web store this week, as opposed to next week, you're gonna start to see there's different offerings there, you know what I mean? Because I'm doing this in real time, you know what I mean? And this is me. With all the stuff I got going on, I'm still building that as well, because I want to build a dope community of people that are able to just share games. So then, maybe I might host a Zoom call once a week or whatever, just to get everybody in the room and kick it. And you know what I mean? Like, you're seeing stuff outside, this artist is seeing stuff outside, this CEO or business or solopreneur is seeing stuff. And it's like, yo, where is the space, create a space under our core values that everybody can come chop game, you know what I'm saying? And have some key takeaways, because I think experience sharing is the best way to learn, you know what I mean? Like, if I can tell you, like, yo, you about to fall into a pit And the only way to get out is if someone happens to come by and pull you out. It's the only way out. Otherwise, you die in that pit, right? If I tell you like what you're doing, you're gonna walk into it. That is way better than you actually walking into it and getting out the other way. You know what I mean? So it's like I love learning from other people. You know what I mean? Like I learn a lot from other people just by listening to them talk and share their experience. You know what I mean? So like I ultimately want to create that community where people can come do that. But you know, I'm working toward it. I'm building it. You know what I mean? So
Man.
yeah.
Everybody
So it was
should
just
go
time.
do that. Everybody should go use your resources because honestly, like, whatever. I know this probably sounds like I'm just plugging it, but everything you were saying is like, damn, that shit I need for my business. So I'm gonna use it too. So everybody else should go and use it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Right now I got the consultations up. You can book a consultation and you know, I'm toying with the idea of figuring out a free one, which I'll probably only offer one or two of those per week. But other than that, a real consultation, we can. I'm looking forward to like kicking it with people and starting out with a driving revenue on social media like crash course to get people in the mindset of like, yo, you got all these followers and you don't know how to monetize them.
Yeah.
I watch artists do that all the time. They're like, yo, I watch artists sign bad deals, bro. And I'm just like, why did you do that? And they needed the money. And I can't even be like, yo, you shouldn't have did that because they needed the money. But it's like now you signed this like why did you didn't even need to sign that? Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes in some cases, right? But like so for me, just helping artists be self-sustainable because that's where the industry is going, bro. You watching the labels, man, and like they're firing everybody and
Bro, I was just
they're
talking to one of
outsourcing
the
everything.
Yeah, I was just talking to the VP of one of the biggest labels. I'm not going to give his name. And they said they
Right.
got rid of the whole artist development. But they were like, if you're not making country music, you're not making money. Like, you're not helping us make money right now. And it's
Right.
like,
And that's
you're
and
making
that's how
money
they're on it, bro.
independent. You got to,
Yeah, and
the
that's how they're
labels.
on it. And so artist development is very important to me. And it doesn't have to be this thing where you like a lot of times artist development is confused with, oh, we give artists this money and we just count that as a loss. That's not really artist development. That's throwing shit at a wall and hoping it sticks. That's totally different. You know what I mean? But real artist development is where I'm from. That's the elk that I'm from. You know what I mean? I'm from the school of Griselda, you know, and artist development is very, very, very important. And if you get it right one time, it'll carry you. Just look, just look across the board. You know what I mean? Look at everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about not just the Griselda artists. I'm talking about people from that school of Griselda, right? Like I'll throw a name out that people won't expect. El Camino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of El Camino, man. Like he was there. He was there during the beginning, you know?
I remember walking on water
He
and
was
all
there.
that
He
shit.
watched.
Like,
Yeah, like that's how you got a walking on water because he was watching. He was there seeing it in real time. You know what I mean? He was right there, sitting right there the whole time, watching everything. And when you that's how you get a walk on water. And he never looked back since. Right. So I'm so proud of El Camino. I use him as an example because that's the name people won't expect. But if you look at his trajectory and his artistry and how he became a self-sustaining artist. So the position he's in is not because somebody just came and put him on. He took what he learned and what he saw and kept working, and everything that he wanted started to come to him. He started to attract everything that he wanted. You know what I mean? So I say artists like that's what I like to see. That's like artist development. You know what I mean? So, and it starts with understanding the mindsets, right? And understanding the formulas, the basic formulas to get from A to B, B to C, right? And once you get it right one time, you can go back and perfect it, right? You
Most
don't have to be
artists aren't
perfect.
making a living. They're like lying about making a living. That's the curtain that was pulled back from me when I really saw was like who actually is doing it and who's like making it look like they're making a living. And you see artists pop for 6 months and you're like, oh, that's because that was their budget.
Yeah. I was it's funny, man. It's like you don't need to be a popular artist to make a living from your art. You just need to understand how to take people who discover you through the journey of becoming a real fan. Doesn't even have to be a super fan. Just a fan who was like, I like this. I want to support this. And you're able to provide a platform for people to support you. You know how many times I see artists dropping content, dropping a music video, and then you click the link in their bio and it just goes to a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's like, if I wanted to support this artist with my wallet, how do I do it?
I also think people aren't friendly anymore. No one's friendly. No one wants to have fans. Like no one's like nice to their fans. Like no one's like the lower ones. Like rappers and artists. I'll say let me say comedians, podcasters, rappers don't realize that most Americans make 40 grand a year. That's the average. If you make 40 grand a year as a rapper, you should be so happy. If you make 40 grand a year as a comedian, you should be so happy. Like, you should realize what the breakdown of that a day is. You should realize how much, like, I just don't get why people aren't friendly.
I seen a music exec have an interview and he broke it down so simply, and I was like, yo, this is like, it's really this simple, right? He was like, yo, I'll send you a link to it. He's a former he was big, pretty well known. But I'll send you a link to it. He said, if you have 1,000 fans, right? And each fan buys you one cup of coffee. That's like going to Starbucks every day, like most of us, not one, your local coffee shop and getting whatever, you know what I mean, your fancy drink or whatever. It's about almost $10 every day, damn near. Yeah. If you get 1,000 fans to buy you a cup of coffee once a month for the whole year, you just made yourself 100 grand in a year. Like $8, $9, $10 cup of coffee. We talking about. We're not talking about $50 hoodie or a $60 hoodie, or I've been seeing like $200 hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Or a $50 shirt, or you know what I mean, like a $50, $40 vinyl. Like I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like just $9, $10 a month from 1,000 fans each. Just one cup of coffee. It's 100 grand a year. You are in the top 1% at that point of earners.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just artists. I'm talking about you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about blue collar, white collar.
The median's 36,000. I'm pretty sure I just looked it up like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the average two parent household makes like, I feel like it was like 60 something, 65K or something like that. And for individuals it's like 37 or something like that. So as an artist, man, you have an opportunity to just really make a living, man. Like that's just like the cheat code where people see your face all the time. You know what I mean? Like to the point when they see you, you don't even have to be famous. They like, I know you because you just pop up all the time. They see your face. Right. So I'm like, when I see artists watching that, man, I'm like, yo, do you really care about your art? Because your art deserves better. You know? So
I mean, I want to salute, and I always will give, I want to salute On the Radar for allowing them to do what I do with them, the reactions, and like them really promoting me, because that was putting my face out there to a level where people it's just crazy. Like,
yeah,
I didn't even know people wanted to listen to me, watch me listen to music, you know? And that's all thanks to On the Radar.
Bro, you just got Buffalo ties, bro. Like, you know John.
Yeah.
You know John, bro. He went to, yo, bro, like, yo, that's how we met Drake. Like, that's literally how we met Drake before anybody knew who Drake was. Like, he was on the board at Damon College at the time. and he had this crazy idea to bring Drake for like I guess like kind of like their Spring Fest concert or whatever. And he like reached out to me. He was like, "Yo, that's remember I told you about First Class? They had the city on fire at the time, like." And he reached out to me to like have them perform. Well, G5GI perform, and of course, when he performed, he brought the whole First Class with him. So that got Jay Skis a set, Billy Esco a set, Mitch Arizona DJing, and you know we just came and like turned it up on a support level. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I met all those guys over at OVO, but at this time, like I feel like that was like one of Drake's first. I don't know if it was his first paid show, but it was definitely in the first handful of his paid shows at
So
that time.
you met Drake back then? That's
Bro,
crazy.
it is crazy. I don't think I've ever said this, but like we was vibe, like you know Toronto's right there, bro. We vibe. Like I don't know if Monk has it, but I definitely still have it. When I have like Monk has a drop from Drake, but it's shouting out G5GI as the rapper, not Monk as the producer, because he wasn't Monk was producing, but he wasn't in his he wasn't produced in his producer bag yet. He was just still songwriting and rapping. But like yeah, like got like a drop from Drake and everything, bro. Like because like Drake was just grateful to be booked. Like you know what I mean? Like that was very early. Like I feel like So Far Gone might have dropped like right after that, or it either dropped like that same time or right after. So it was very early in Drake's run. You know what I mean? Like Buffalo was like one of those first places that booked him. But yeah, John was like responsible for that, bro. Like he had the vision at that time. Yeah,
That's
for sure.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
I feel like though, like the Northeast below, like the shows there, some of the best like first rap shows always happened in the Northeast.
Yeah, yeah. Like, man, it's just a place where it resonates. You know, I remember being young and like it was this club called the Lions Den. And it was like I don't think I had any business being in that spot. Like, in all honesty, now that I look back on it. But like Styles P and Kiss was coming. Like, I'm in there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting in here, bro. Like y'all not stopping me from getting in this show. I'm going.
Someone in the chat said, I said that earlier in the chat about Drake shouting out G5GI. That's so funny. Shout out
Yo, that's
82DC he's from Europe. He knew about that shit. That's crazy.
Damn, he know about that. Like that's crazy. That's literally the drop. That's literally verbatim the drop.
That is
Like,
wild.
Yeah. That was a real thing, bro. You know what I mean?
Who
Like,
did you? What rapper did you get starstruck at meeting?
Bro, you know what? Like the only rapper I ever asked for a picture, I got starstruck, and it was the weirdest. It turned out to be the coolest thing, bro. Probably Jay Electronica.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but this was like the first Griselda tour. We were just, first of all, we had just did the Detroit show. And, you know, after the show, it was like, yo, let's go out. Cause Just Blaze pulled up and he did a set. It was like, yo, let's go out to this spot or whatever. Bro, I'm having the worst time ever because like certain people were like upset because it was like, they needed like you know how like the crew is like everybody trying to find weed and stuff, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know, bro. Like I'm managing a tour. I don't know. So I go outside and I run into
You're like, get your own weed.
I don't know if you're familiar with, I'm just like, yo, I just need some air, man. Like everybody inside chilling, Just Blaze on the ones and twos. I'm like, let me just go outside and catch some air, bro. Then I run into a weed plug, which is like crazy. Which is Willie J. Peso. He rapped too. Like he dope. He's super dope. I just ran into him in a parking lot. I was just outside blowing off steam by myself. Ran into him in the parking lot. I walk around to the front of the venue, bro. Like no bullshit. Jay Electronica is just standing out in front of the venue by himself, bro. Like nobody around. Like he not talking to nobody. He just standing outside, bro. Like why is he in Detroit? I don't even understand, bro. Like, so I'm like, yo, bro, I got the photo. I'll go through my photos and send it to you.
Yeah.
But he just outside with some hoop shorts, a hoodie, and like some Toms on, bro. Like he was just chilling, bro. Like he was just chilling.
Is great.
Yeah, like he was just chilling, bro. Like, and I wouldn't say I fanned out, but I'm like just kicking it with him, and I'm like, I was like so overwhelmed by the
Mm-hmm.
night because like there's a lot going on, bro. It was the first tour. I'm learning. It's hella stuff going on, stuff going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just overwhelming. I'm just like outside kicking it with Jay Electronica, bro. Like so I'm like, I had to ask him for a picture. So I say I fanned out because he was like the only rapper I've ever
Did
asked
you
for a
tell him
picture.
about what you were doing? Like, did he
No,
know about
like
y'all?
no.
Did you ever
He knew
see
about
him
Griselda.
again?
That's why he was there. That's why he was there because
Mm.
he was like, "Yo, Griselda is in town or whatever." I think Just Blaze had texted him or some shit, or
Oh,
somebody
that's
hit him.
cool.
I think it might have been Just Blaze that hit him or something. And he didn't know if he was in the right spot because it was like it wasn't a line outside. It wasn't like a packed club. It was just like
Yeah.
a after hours spot. It was a club, but it wasn't like an after party that was promoted. It was like somebody was like, "Yo, Just Blaze come DJ, Griselda pull up." Like if you at the show, you know about it. It's the after party. Come here. Like it was like really one of those type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I walked around that corner, bro, and stood in front of the venue, and he was just out there by himself, bro. Me and him just taking it, like just talking about random stuff, bro. Like it wasn't even and then to the point where I'm like, the whole time in my mind, I'm like, I want to ask him for a picture, but I feel like he not dressed and he gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
he was like, yeah, bet, like snap it. He didn't care. Hey, he just a cool dude. Jay Electronica was the coolest. So yeah, I think that was the time I was fanboy, where it was cool because nobody was around to see it.
That's cool.
I
That's
just
cool.
got a picture from it.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get the picture. Sometimes it's like,
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that, like I'm
yeah,
really like, me, you see me. I'm not hopping in the picture. You know what I'm saying?
no.
I'll take the picture so I don't have to be in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm that person. But I'm starting to realize, man, like, yo, bro, I be in very fortunate situations in rooms, bro, like where I should like get over myself enough to like just get the picture for the documentation. You know what I'm saying? Because what else is, you know what I mean? Like that's how I'm like, at this point in my life, losing my parents and stuff, like I'm like going through photos and I'm like, yo, this really is how you hold on to the memories for people who weren't actually there in that time. You know what I mean? Like these are timestamps in history. So I'm starting to get better with like, all right, yeah, I'm hopping in the photo. Like I don't really deny if somebody's like, yo, let's take a picture. I don't really say no anymore. Even if I don't want to, I just do it. And just
Yeah, I
being around dope rappers and dope entertainers who like even when they don't want to take pictures, like they take the picture. So who am I to not be like, yo, no, I don't want to take the photo. Like
I just always go back to being like, you know what I mean? Just like going to my first open mics and shit way before I even thought about a podcast. And when I'm in these certain rooms, I'm like, I'm going to get a picture. And also,
yeah.
for some reason, I think it's because I'm goofy looking. People just always think it's funny when I take pictures with people. And
Nah, I feel you.
Nana told me to stop putting up the middle fingers. She's like, I don't like when it's my face on Instagram and then you with your middle fingers. So now I'm doing the
Yeah.
thumbs up. People
You
ask
doing
me
the
why I
thumbs
keep
up, man.
doing the
Shout out to
thumbs up.
Nana, man. Shout out to
Shout out
Nana,
to
man.
Nana.
Shout out to Nana. Yeah, like the middle finger thing, I think is like the awkward thing that people do because nobody knows. There's no
Mm-hmm.
real protocol on what to do with your hands in a picture.
No.
Some people just
No.
got aura. Some people just got aura. They always know what to do. It's a handful of people,
Gun.
but then like
See, the
for
four is
yeah,
smart. Fourth rope, all those guys, Dizza, they can all just throw up fours
yeah,
now
yeah,
forever. That was smart. But the thumbs up,
yeah.
I'm taking that
Like
back.
for the rest of us, it's like it's always an awkward moment of like, yo, what should I do with my hands?
Nah,
Like,
I'm taking
you know
back
what I'm
the
saying?
thumbs
Like,
up. No one throws the thumbs up anymore. That's now my thing. I'm
yeah,
trademarking the thumbs up.
yeah. I try to just yeah. So I'm figuring it out, man. I'm figuring out the whole photos thing, but I realized like, yo, like being like the ghostly behind the scenes guy, like I got stuff to offer people, you know what I mean? Like so like trying to like be a ghost is not cool. Now I'm like watching people do it to kind of like have like some mystique or whatever. It's like, yo, you're behind the scenes, bro. Like how much more mysterious can you be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, all right, don't okay, you're not trying to be seen everywhere. Okay, cool. But like sometimes it's okay to get that timestamp moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing that, those timestamps are important.
Last question. What verse do you want to hear Nana read? You're the first person I'm asking, but that's going to be a new thing.
Yo, all right. You know me, man. Listen, DMX is my favorite rapper. So I'm going to have to go with a DMX verse. Yeah, I want to hear. Damn, it got to be one? It
gotta be one. It gotta be one. And you can think about it for a second. I do want to say this.
I know. I got like 5 right now, bro. Like,
what you want?
Tough. One is tough, but probably okay. DMX's verse on Blackout.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I got like 5, bro, but like I had to.
All right. Name off some others. Blackout's number 1 though.
They all DMX verses, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to know which.
DMX verse on Money Cash Hoes, because I just think that would be hilarious. Nana doing that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But let's just do Blackout. Let's just leave it at Blackout, because like
it's so funny. Someone in the chat was like, "How do you get?" Because it was the video of my mom and Nana rapping the Conway Gun back and forth.
Yeah.
And they were like, "How do you get them to do that?" was one of the comments. And I was like, I don't even ask Nana to do videos anymore. She'll just be like, "We haven't done a video in a long time." And then she used to hate the podcast. When I started, she was like, "What is Sam doing?" But now she like wants to be a part of it, and she gets it. And salute to Nana and my mom.
That's our parents, bro. The people who raised us, bro. Like at first we look crazy. Like remember when I said you got to be delusional?
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean, like that quote that I heard. But it's true. You have to be delusional about what you're doing, because you're delusional until it works. When it works, it's like, oh, I get it. Now they tell their friends about it, and like,
who would have thought Nana would have been the biggest? I mean, it's not. It's like one of the biggest things I've ever done was these Nana videos that I never even expected.
Because it's fire, bro.
To be like a thing.
It's fire. The only is this. You ever seen the one dude who like battle raps his grandma?
Yeah.
You ever seen the videos? Like it kind of give me that vibe.
Yeah.
Like y'all the two that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Got Nana entrenched in rap verses, and it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like that's just.
She would always ask me like, "How's Conway doing?" or like, "How's Danny Brown doing?" And I was like, "Oh, this shit has like,
dope. Yo, you know what? It's funny you mentioned Danny Brown. I'm not gonna get into it too tough, but like, he was like one of the first people I can remember that like singing Griselda praise from the mountaintops, like early, bro. Like I'm talking about like before Fly Guy album. Like
I love that song.
But I said that that song is ill. I said that to say is like, yo, shout out to Bruiserwood, bro. I don't know Bruiserwood from a can of paint, bro. But I do know he rocked with my boy Andrew Barber. So
Andrew's the best.
I know.
I love Andrew,
he's dope,
bro.
dope homie. But I just got into Bruiserwood like not too long ago, and I'm like, it's not like rap I'll play with like a room full of people, but it's like I listen to it myself and be like, yo, how did he think of that? Like, he just be saying the craziest bars, bro.
a line about a bird. That's a crowbar. Like, come on.
I don't know. Like I just like when I see people come through super different, like on some rap shit, bro. Like
he goes, I'm sitting on work, like security. Like, come on, that's so...
like he just be saying crazy stuff, bro. And it's like your brain you take a second to process what you just like. Oh, that makes so much sense. Like it's crazy, but it makes so much sense. It works. But no, like I just wanted to shout out Bruiser. I never met him a day in my life. I just wanted to shout him out because
that's like family, because I'm Danny called me Bruiser Brigade, so that's who I rep is Bruiser Brigade.
Oh, that's fire.
As a comedian, so Wolf is like family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to catch. I just
Oh,
want to catch a Bruiser Wolf show. You know what I'm saying? I just want to catch a show. Like if he's ever in the same area and I'm there, I'm going, bro.
oh
Like,
yeah, hit me.
cause I don't
Yeah.
really,
Well, I
you
mean,
know
you
what I'm
can hit
saying? I
up
don't really
Andrew.
be checking for like, I come from the school and I work with the best rappers in the world, so I'm not really checking for rap too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe I work with the best rappers in the world.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
You do. You do.
But and I'm not talking about one of the best. I'm talking about the best. And so I don't be checking for like a whole lot of rap. But some every now and again, like stuff get on my radar and I'm just like, yo, I can't front when it's dope. Like in Bruiser Wolf, he dope.
His performance is
Dope.
so crazy. I just went with him to Clark University. He did in a snowstorm a show, and it was like he's like up there with like Conway with performers. He has a song called "Mama
Yeah.
Was a Dope Fiend," and he
Yeah.
closes out his set with it, and he's like crying like when Conway does the cow. Like it's a real
Fire.
he's one of the best performers.
Yeah, fire. Nah, I just wanted to throw that out there, man, because I know
Yeah.
people like, what you listening to? What you listening to?
Yeah.
Like Bruiser Wolf.
All right, now you guys definitely have to link up because Wolf is truly one of the best. Yeah.
Word.
But bro, I really do appreciate this conversation. We did an hour and a half. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, like we vibe, bro. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like this, hopefully this is not the last time, but you know me, man. Like,
Hopefully we can
I'm
do
gonna
one
just-
in
I'm gonna keep
person
working.
sometime.
Yeah, like that's what I wanted to do. So we'll figure that out, bro, and I'll make it make sense. You know, I'll hit you when it's time, bro. You already know.
Yeah, and people loving it. People loved it in the chat. They said great interview. Salute. They said Monk rapping over Snoop's Gin and Juice as G5GI with the Drake shouting out as the intro from 2011.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
yeah.
play that.
Yo, bro,
I'll play that
listen,
later on the
I'm gonna
stream.
leave y'all with this, bro. And I hope Monk get mad at me. I'm probably gonna get a call when it started going around. Yo, if you could find it, it's called We Hennessy in the Local Eatery by G5GI. Hosted by my boy DJ Tiger. I think he out in LA doing his thing now, bro. But like, yo, he was ahead of his time, bro. Like he was ahead of his time. Like he was just ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? Like we had Third ID do the graphics on that project. Third ID, those are the guys that did the graphics for like a lot of the Currency albums, the Pilot Talk albums. They did How Fly, Wiz, and Currency. Like
damn,
same. Like we knew the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like we're
Weed,
always
Hennessy,
in
and
the local eatery.
And the local eatery. All right, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
that up.
I feel like if you go on, is Dat Piff still? Did they take Dat Piff down?
I think they did, but I think all of it was uploaded to YouTube.
All right, so you go to live mixtapes, and I think if you search it on live mixtapes, it'll pop up.
Those
and
were
what
the
I'm gonna
days,
do for
bro.
you, I'm gonna text
You're
you.
giving me
I'm gonna
Dat
text
Piff and
you.
live mixtapes. You
Bro,
just
I'm
gave
gonna
me
I'm gonna send you some links, bro. I'm gonna send you some links. Like, cause if you look for all this stuff, it's out there, bro. You just have to know what you're searching for. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna send you some links, and you're gonna be like, yo, Monk really was like, I don't think he would have been like lyricist if he'd have kept rapping. Wasn't the most lyrical. He had bars, but he's like more of an aesthetic rapper, bro. Like, I feel like he was going on a trajectory of like the Dom Kennedys, the Fly Union. And those type of, you know what I'm saying, those type of sounds and Cooking Soul and
yeah,
that realm, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he had pen, like Monk got a pen, man. He got a pen. I think as a songwriter, he would have been writing for the biggest artist in the game if he would have kept going on with his songwriting, because his pen is immaculate.
Damn, me and Monk gotta sit down. He's been talking about maybe doing one.
I hope
but
so.
I gotta sit down.
I hope
with
so,
Monk.
bro. I hope so, bro. Like
Yeah.
that, man. I listen. Whatever I can do to help facilitate and make that happen, I will do. But I'm gonna text you, bro.
All right, I
sure.
appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day. Salute.
Likewise, bro. Peace.
Peace. Guys, that was a great podcast. Thank you all for listening. I'm just gonna call you Mister because I'm too dyslexic to pronounce your name, Mr. Kanai Can. We're now going live. When are you going live? We've been live this whole time. It's just been an interview, and that was such a good interview that I didn't really want to ruin it by reading the chat. I'm not going to lie. It was just a great interview. I've been wanting to talk to D-Jack for a long time. So for it to finally happen and for y'all to see it live, thank you so much for watching it. Everyone go follow D-Jack on Instagram. And just because I have to play a song that we were talking about just for a palate cleanser, and then I'll get into the music. If you guys want your songs played on this same episode, the same episode you just watched the interview with, send in your songs now. Thank you, Glizzy Hendricks. Said great interview. I really appreciate it. Eric from Salem said, damn, that was a great interview, Sam. Good job. Thank you guys, for real. I appreciate that. I want to do more interviews during the live stream because interviewing's really where I got my start, and I love doing it. But here's Bodies on Fairfax. This is West Side Gun, Danny Brown. Now go put on the sleeveless poo-poo tee. Fuck, waited to do the
like
road.
Adam in that garden, but instead I used the apple that I found to smoke my trees. When Eve come around, I ain't showing no love. I'ma tell that hoe on her knees. Snakes in the grass get pissed on while I sip on crushed grapes. Gotta keep faith at the end of the day. Freezing off white. Miley Cyrus in a snowstorm. Can't feel my face, body numb, and my chest warm. Rolling acorns, lungs acorn. Liquor got my kidney like, what's going on? Smoke so much, brain cell count low. Snort so much, might stuff my whole bank account. All day long, I roll that strong. Gas so loud, gon' lick the car alarm. Y'all bitch niggas been warned. I'm on my shit and the night still young. Dior hormone. Pull up on your hoe like bitch what we smoking on. Then I rolled a weed up. She sucked me up spitting seeds not from the trees, bruh.
Fly shit. These niggas want that fly shit. Hey yo, pistol whip the nigga down the stairs of Hall of Fame. 10 deep in front of Supreme Morphin King. Diamond Supply fly whip off the triple beam. Drive-bys out of Bentley trucks, you can see the wings. DA wanna give me in our future. Shit, I'm done with the hands, but I'ma shoot ya. Flight club, size 9, everything. Papa peeked off and I'm on my gangster lean. Last king surrounded by dirty ghetto kids. I'm undefeated, leave some shells in your wig. Stash the A and OVCA, you wanna play? Danced on the work like Morse Day. Hey yo Lord, I had the vision. I got my niggas all out of prison.
82DC, can you send me the link
Take
to
the
the
niggas out and happen. Cop anything you want, nigga, I got it. Money stacked to the ceiling. The nigga moved wrong, so I killed him. Fly shit. These niggas want that fly shit.
Java, do you have Zoom on your phone? Do you have Zoom? Can you comment if you have Zoom or Apple Music on your phone? Let's listen to a song off of this Weed Hennessy in the Local Eatery by G5GI. Oh, I wish I knew what... Oh, this one's with J Skis. Alright, here's Grindin'. Let's listen to this. This is Camouflage Monk, aka G5GI, featuring J Skis grinding. This is from
She asking where I
2010.
got it, I sit back in my business. Roll the weed up, hit it twice, hope you hit this. Travel around the world while I get these digits. NBA niggas.
Hey, yo, G.I., bring that shit back.
Finish him. She asking where I got it, I sit back in my business. Roll the weed up, hit it twice, hope you hit this.
Can you all hear me or no?
While I get these digits, NBA niggas never leave they pivots. Fuck niggas in they lame world. Drink, click, smoke joints with your main girl. City to city, searching for more millies. Living good till I get it and spend it. Showing shorts, hella kicks everywhere. Hey, your girl fall through, clean up every pair. Every week, different stage, watch us in the stair. South Florida on the beach, yeah, I'm heavy there. Cross service, use it on purpose. Impala SS, boy, don't make me work this. Stick shift perfect, engine revving burning. Wheels peel off, feet dirt, bitch. First class. Hold up, ma, I got it. Quarter ounce, shit, my partner supplied it. Do me a favor and grab the weed grinder. And keep grinding, and keep grinding. Sorta like my style, I'ma keep grinding.
Is that like currency sound?
Sorta like my style, I'ma keep grinding. Grab the weed, roll it up and get higher.
Eric from Salem, they gave you your badge back.
Brothers get it wet like watercolors. Only when needed, focus on Tyrannosaurus numbers. They say we too much, can't afford to love us. But you know how we going, keep it flowing and rocking. Your girl choosing, picking like cotton. For real though, on my grind and grizzle, no looking back, no time to swivel. Yeah,
Is this better? Let me see. That should be better.
When I'm done, just sign the pillows. Go all
That should be better.
Bad bitches like they all in pageants, pull them over like starter jackets. It's that easy, like bars and hooks. Player, rap needs me. Spark the fire up and get the blunt rap.
Thank you, Eric from Salem. Send me in a song.
Cash needed. If you ain't first class, then you in the wax seat.
Hold up, ma, I got it. Quarter ounce, shit, my partner supplied it. Do me a favor and grab the weed grinder. And keep grinding, and keep grinding. Sorta like my style, I'ma keep grinding. And keep grinding, and keep grinding. Sorta like my style, I'ma keep grinding. Grab the weed, roll it up and get high.
That was G5GI
85 Live, we
and
told him
J
we doing it for the
Skis.
championships, right? Yo, Pat.
Let's listen to this. This is McBain, Easy Rider. Got a crazy beat for you. Blaze one for this. Oh shit, should I roll one up? Was it? Hey guys, in the chat, when he was talking about his business, was it rude for me to roll up a joint while he was... I was really listening, but I just wanted to smoke again. But as I was doing it, I was like, damn, I'm really fucking smoking. I'm really rolling a joint while he's giving a plug about his serious artist business. When people watch it back, they're going to be like, is the interviewer ignoring him right now? But that's just the bucked up way. Shout out Beeps in the chat. Guys, if you didn't know, Mass Artifice in the chat is Beeps. So if you want to say mean things about Beeps or Beeps music, just direct them at to Mass Artifice. And if you're watching on YouTube, please, please, please give a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't. And if you guys liked the interview, it's gonna be out. It's gonna be out on my YouTube channel as a regular podcast, probably in a day or two once Shamil does it. Rolling that joint was part of your business, though. Beeps was saying you was peeling a boiled egg. Damn, I'm mad I missed that chat. No, I'm not. Don't listen to him. Fuck him, said Beeps, and then the meat emojis. We need Sam Buck and Sunny in Philadelphia. That would be amazing. Guys, everyone go tweet at Always Sunny in Philadelphia and tell him to get your boy on. That was one of my favorite podcasts I've done in a minute. So salute to D-Jack for doing that. Let's get in. All right, wait. I need to roll this joint up for McBain so I can smoke it while McBain's song is playing. So let me play another song while I'm rolling this up. He mentioned Bruiser Wolf, so let's play Bruiser Wolf. Here's Trust Issues.
I really trusted you. I got trust.
Beeps is scared of eggs if it's vegan
And I
eggs.
did. No snitching was always the message. No snitching was always the message. So when I leave, they say, Wolf, what you got up? I say, ain't no telling. Questions, regrets, threats on my life, the price of success. Virgil everything, who wore it best? Quiet as kept, I'm up next, that's why you upset. Stop pretending you're catching feelings like nerve endings. Starting rumors and then play the victim. I'm taking flight, you causing turbulence. We've been down since 1st and 10. Clout chaser, hater, I hit your cell to see if my Manuel Noriega. You asking for info and trying to get data. Then you in jail, I don't a day later. I really trusted you, and I did. I got trust issues, and I do. I really trusted you, and I did. I got trust.
And guys, if you see me going on my phone during an interview, I'm checking the messages. I have the chat open on my phone, except I blocked Beeps from it.
In competition with them.
Beeps is banned from the podcast for saying I'm peeling an
That
egg.
nigga hopped on the stand. Thought he'd die for me. That nigga lied to me.
No one ever says I'm peeling a boiled egg on my own
Who never knew that
podcast.
he would fold on me. I don't trust the soul. That's how my heart turned cold.
This is
Ain't no
my
love in
song
these
when they put cheese on my order.
Ain't no room for the
Alright,
weak.
Beeps, you're back on the podcast. You're back.
I don't trust nobody. I really trusted you, and I did. I got trust issues, and I do. I really trusted you, and I did.
I got trusted you. Shout out Baked Baker in the chat. If you guys want the official bud of Bucked Up, hit up Baked Baker on Instagram and he'll get it to you in the continental US. And it really is the best bud, and he really will get it to you. Ask people in the chat. And if anyone asks what I said butt.
Baby, you.
Alright, that was Trust Issues by Bruiser Wolf. Up next, we're listening to Easy Rider by McBain. He said to smoke one to this, so here we go.
I mean, if they're so smart, why don't they just reveal themselves to us, huh, and get it over with?
Why don't they reveal themselves
I'm
to us?
smoking on that Big
Because
Baker
if they
right
did,
now.
it would cause a general panic. Now, I mean, we still have leaders upon whom we rely for the release of this information. These leaders have decided to repress this information because of the tremendous shock that it would cause to our antiquated
The Sam Buck
system.
strain's coming very soon. 4 different strains. This beat's crazy.
It would be a devastating blow to our antiquated systems. So now Venusians are meeting with people in all walks of life in an advisory capacity. For once, man will have a godlike control over his own destiny.
We're
he will
having
have a
a
chance
candy,
to transcend and to
tangy,
evolve with some
a
quality
gassy,
for all.
and a flavor of the month. This beat's crazy, McBain. Who wants to rap over it? I hear Stove God over this. Or West Side Gun. I actually could hear West Side Gun over this. That shit was fire, McBain. That was Easy Rider. Guys, where can people find McBain to get beats from him? You guys gotta get beats from McBain. Conway on that would go crazy, yeah. Send that to Big Sleepy. Big Sleepy could go. Big Sleepy goes crazy on any beat though. Shout out Scumbag Diggs and Stars Coleman. I actually was just hanging out with Scumbag Diggs. Shout out 82DC for putting me onto this album because I was just hanging with Scumbag Diggs in New York and I told him that this album I was listening to. He's going to be calling in soon. Rico Sama and Scumbag Diggs. Would y'all like that interview?
Hot muddy, I leave blocks bloody like who want war. Pure aggressive gorilla, use my fist to walk on the floor. I'm a true leader, nigga.
That'd be whatever songs I should play.
I was serving that juice in bottles, swimming water like Jaws. I get money, fuck all the talking from a block to a yacht. I'm from the mud for real, I see my stony knock out a cop. I'm still on the hunt, 4140, still on the pump. Music saved me, sometimes I still miss feeling that rush. Nowadays, how much land you own, I don't care if you tough. Niggas gangsters everywhere, every day of the month. Skin brown and my lungs black, mine sharp enough to cut glass. Forgive me if I'm brash, I had a rough past. Better play for keeps, cause in life it ain't no comeback. Stars call me Abner's of Wilman, nigga. I'm the lord of the scumbags, huh?
That's not how we play in the game.
Not man enough to play your own game, Caesar. Where's your cojones?
That was fire. That was Muddy Pop by Stars Coleman and Scumbag Diggs. Beep said he dropped a song today. Let's check it out. Who else you know? Is that what it is? Let's check it out.
Listening to Beats now, motherfucker.
401 Lotus, Igor, let's go. Who else you know in a yard? Where else can you go from end to end in this state and it's not far? I look like I stay with a lamp and a carpet. I look like I beef with Jafar. I keep me a saber like I'm a Jar Jar Binks. I be all shifty looking, I'm parked at Rizzy more than Seth MacFarlane. Who else you know in a yard? Where else can you go from end to end in this state and it's not far? I look like I stay with a lamp and a carpet. I look like I beef with Jafar. I keep me a saber like I'm a Jar Jar Binks. I be all shifty looking, I'm parked at Rizzy more than Seth MacFarlane. I keep a weapon on me and you look like a Tarjay. Camera on me, but I'll need a K to shoot like Ray J. She call me Bay like A-Bay. We at the beach like Bay was. We in New England where you can see H like Bay. Oh my god. If you throw shade, no take back. Flashlight, duct tape my plate light. They blowing lights in my state light. I'm shooting night night.
I'm streaming with Beeps tomorrow. Shout out MV Mixtape, Midnight Vulture Mixtape.
Like salsa, watch face plastic out of the cops. Yeah, watch how the cops are parked right by the Hasbro. I stop at a farm in Cumberland cause the gas low. You should be camp, no last low. Can't get shit canned, I work for an act now. I took a pill, it's a perk. I took a pill, but it's not a perk, it's a B12. Sandbug hitting an email. Gita just sent me so many beats that it wouldn't fit in an email. Hairline, I look 33 now.
Who has more unhinged guests than me? I'm in the Bronx for thousands.
Where else can you go from end to end in this state and it's not far? I look like I stay with a lamp and a carpet. I look like I beat with Jafar. I keep me a saber like I'm a Jar Jar Binks.
I'm bringing y'all real characters.
I'm parked at Rizzy more than Seth MacFarlane. Who else you know in a yard? Where else can you go from end to end in this state and it's not far? I look like I stay with a lamp and a carpet. I look like I beat with Jafar.
You don't recognize where I am?
I keep me a saber like I'm a Jar Jar Binks. I be all shifty looking. I'm parked at Rizzy more than
of all
Seth
places,
MacFarlane.
you should recognize where I am right now.
You look like a target. But I need a K to shoot like Ray J. Like A-Bay. The biggest boom. But you can see H like me. Oh my god, oh my god. If you
Beeps is an underground Uber legend. We need Beeps. I really am trying to get Beeps on the radar to do some Uber raps. What? Oh my God! What if they're not gonna do this? What if they did on the radar in your car, in your Yaris? They just put the on the radar sign up, and you did it while delivering Uber. I really want him to push being the Uber Eats rapper. We got an interview at 3 o'clock that I'm excited for, but before that, let's play.
Conductor, we have a problem.
Runny Nose.
Conductor, we have a problem.
Bonjour. Now we out in France, eating French toast, belt stab, trench coat, pedal to the floor, hold the AMG
Salute
Benz
Mr.
float,
Canoe
Cartier
Kanake.
lenses, Dior on my 10 toes, front of dirt I rose, plenty M's is the end goal. I made apes whole, turn hoes to a money roll, double dough, the hustle left the cutties with a runny nose. I dealt with buyers and suppliers, seen the powder turn into a solid with the Pyrex on the fire, been the flyers, ghetto Myers on my dick like I'm Brent Fires. She masturbate to my flyers, she admire the devil can't stay inside the eye of the Messiah. Keep him in the hole, he never rise higher. Finessing you was the goal, you sold your soul to the Pied Piper. Shit I touch turn to gold, I'm a prime time rhyme writer. Out for the profit, got brolic pockets. Fully invested in the product, in the process. You're not this fly obnoxious. To the top rose a couple notches. King like Nas and 9-6, you're novice. Your drops will never be hot as my shit. Elevated from getting my re-up out of mailboxes. Plenty hand-to-hand sales, now I'm globe-trotting. Designer clothes to the toes so the hoes watch it. Take a flick, it'll last longer. Keep your eyes on your own paper like class from where they blast on you. I had to find a way. For you bum-ass niggas, combo ain't got the time of day. The money coming fast, pronto on delay. I'm on a paper chase. I had to find a way. I did. For you bum ass niggas, combo ain't got the time of day. Money coming fast, pronto on delay. I'm on a paper chase. I'm out to touch plaques that say platinum plus. Your favorite rapper's a pack, I roll them up and puff. Do you dirty like John Cuff? I come from a line of hustlers that probably sold your mom's stuff. Lil powder, pebble for a 50, pill for a dub. Now my face on channel 60. Left the game, ain't look back, don't care if it missed me. Millions in my future, serving fiends in my history. Fuck you niggas on the scene, your CD, your frisbee. You and your sneakers on lean, watch me style in misery. Ain't nothing fucking with me over conductor shit. We globally getting ducats while you stuck on the sunken ship.
Way down in the jungle deep, the badass lion stepped on the signifying monkey.
Conductor, we have a
Hey yo, get the empty capsules out the cabinet. Scale over there.
Wait,
Yo.
what is the chat saying? What happened in the chat? 1000 claimed I make things up about a Ricky Gray beat he heard last year. Why did 1000 call me a bum the other day? When did he call you a bum, Nick Shea? Probably, bro, if 1000's joking with you, Nick Shea, he's just kidding. But what was the context of him calling you a bum? Falcom says, and Ricky was in the room. Mother, guys, he's just fucking around. Selling food like Uber Eats, sliding in the Yaris like I move with beeps. Jacob Alamo, that's a crazy bar. That's a crazy bar. Conductor is crazy, white Mexican one. Let's get into this interview. I'm excited for it, and y'all should be too. Yo.
What's good, fam?
What's good? Bro, this quality is so much better than the last time we talked.
Yeah, that Discord bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were on your you're on your beard and hair growing phase. You look like Rick Rubin right now. You look like a young Rick Rubin.
Yeah, that's what I've been on, man. Got my hair and my fucking beard grown out like a wild man out here, man.
Why aren't you recording videos, bro? No rapper has hair and a beard like you. You should just be recording videos with all your music, bro. You just rapping.
Really? I want some fucking animated videos done.
Nah. You gotta start doing videos out in Iowa. Just like you rapping with doing Iowa shit, bro. I'm telling you. I know Why don't you have an Instagram?
Hell yeah. We lower this, man. I'm fucking listening to some future wave shit.
Why don't you have an Instagram?
Oh, man, I had one a long time ago, and it got hacked, and I just never felt like making a new one.
You got to, bro. You already would have a bunch of people from the stream just liking all your shit and sharing it and shit.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, really, I want to, like, go against the grain with everything I do and try to prove that there's a way to do it without that. And, I try to do everything a certain way that's true to myself and how I move in real life, like my personal personality, man. And I've never been a real social guy and a social media user like that.
How's the move been?
It's fucking swell, man. I'm over here chilling in my fucking grandpa's house with my dad over here.
Fire. Do you have a place for you to record?
The first time I lived with my dad since I was 3 years old, man. He got locked up a while ago.
Did he just get out? Salute.
He's been out for a little while, but he was in New York. My grandma had been out here in Iowa for a little minute. Then he finally came down.
Eric from Salem said, Jacob Alamo, you gotta do videos.
What's that?
Eric from Salem wants you to do videos.
Yo, I got something to show Eric. Well, hold up. This one's for Eric. Look at that.
Oh, shit. You're the one who put me onto that project.
Vega, bro. Vega is my favorite artist right now. I got that Future Wave joint right there. That came as a bonus with the Raz Fresco CD that just dropped. It's a whole compilation.
Damn.
From fucking 2016 to 2024, I got that bitch playing right now.
Do you have any other rare vinyls?
All my vinyls are still coming. They're going to be here at the end of this week, but these are all the CDs I got with me right now. All my
You're
favorite
old school.
artists.
You got the CDs and shit.
I got Lupe, I got Danielson, Eddie Kane, Vic Spencer, Blue and Evidence. Oh, hold up. I got something else too for that album. Check this out.
Oh, fire.
Look at that. Limited
Fire.
edition merch from the homies, bro. Evidence and fucking Blue.
For everybody listening, go watch my interview with Evidence.
Raz Fresco, Future Wave, Lupe, Black Thought, Nas, Ty Ferris. These are all the fucking people that inspire my raps. Arm & Hammer. I got it signed by Billy Woods.
Fire. So you're really a CD guy.
By Benny, that shit's coming soon too. Back when I met Benny, he signed my shit.
You're really a CD guy.
Yeah, I fucks with CDs. I got a bunch of records too, but I don't have a turntable right now. I gave my record player to Big Sleepy, so he's got that joint right now.
Word. Well, I'm happy you're a CD guy because when I sent you that CD, some people, I'm happy you appreciate CDs.
Yeah, bro. This is like ownership of music. You know, all that streaming shit. You don't really own nothing. You got to pay them every month like a fucking landlord.
Do you not do that? You don't have any streaming platforms?
No, I use YouTube Music just because it's included with YouTube Premium, and that's what I fuck with, really.
You know who else uses YouTube Music? There's only one other person I've ever met who says they use YouTube Music is DJ Lucas.
Shout out to DJ Lucas. He gave me some real good feedback on the last stream he was on, man. It was he said some encouraging things.
Bro, I mean, you even said that you went back and started listening to some of the early music you sent in.
Yeah.
What do you feel like has changed? What do you feel like mentality-wise, music-wise has changed in you, like now making music to back then?
I'm just taking it a lot more serious, you know, back when I was having fun with it. I mean, I'm still having fun with it, but I'm just trying to give my story out to the people, you know, really trying to dig in and fucking get everything off my chest that I've been thinking about all my life and shit. It's, you know, it's all a form of therapy, kind of, man. I treat it like just something special. That's why I don't really fuck with the streaming or nothing like that. Social media, I want everything to be super organic, you know, like your stream and how I came across you was really cool and shit, and I fuck with that. So, I mean, I'll continue to use your platform as long as you allow me.
Nah, bro, that's what I'm here. That's what I do it for, and I want people to do that because even you, look at all the names of like people who now know who you are, because people listening don't even know who actually watches my live streams. Because a lot of people watch them afterwards, and people be hitting me up that they watch them that I would never even
That's
know.
why I'm always tapping into your stream, bro. I haven't fucking missed a stream since I started watching.
I appreciate that. Hey, can you notice a difference in the quality now?
Yeah, bro, you definitely been leveling up, man. We're all leveling up together, bro. We're on a process.
Yeah, that's I appreciate that, and that's what I like in your shit, bro. Like,
real quick, this is my favorite Danielson song, bro. No Man's Land from the fucking Bushman Bodega.
Could you do what Danielson does? Go live out in the fucking woods and hunt and fish and shit?
What I'm doing. I'm pretty close to the woods right now in Iowa. There's no Wi-Fi in this bitch. I'm living like a soldier.
There's no Wi-Fi?
No, my granny ain't got Wi-Fi, bro. She's 77.
What, can I see how you're recording music? Where are you going to record music?
No, shit. I'll probably be recording in the basement, so I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down there right now. I'm on the second floor.
Eric from Salem says, I've had a couple people be like, oh, you're Eric from Salem? Mad people you wouldn't expect watch the streams after the fact.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like I said, Sam's got this platform. It's great that you got this for us, man. I prefer this over social media.
I do too. I just use Instagram for silly shit now.
Yeah, I used to be on that shit, man. When I was young, I used to be doing a bunch of dumb shit. Putting pictures and talking to all these hoes on there, but but fuck all that.
You treated it like Tinder.
Yeah.
Other than rap, what are you nerdy about? Are you a nerd about anything else? Like, are you a collector of anything non-music related?
As far as collecting, not really, but I'm a big nerd on combat sports like boxing and UFC and like old wrestling, all type of shit like that, karate.
Yeah. Shout out Wicked Matters Vintage in the chat.
What's that?
I was just saying shout out Wicked Matters Vintage in the chat.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The bucked up fucking universe is live and kicking.
Mr. Canoe Kanakane said, who is this guy? Guys, this is Il Java, Jacob Alamo. I should have probably given... Do you want to give an introduction to yourself?
On all streaming platforms, Bandcamp, I'm everywhere, except for social media.
You're everywhere except for where people would actually go to look for you.
It's all about the music, man. I don't want people to focus on all this other shit. I want them to just tap into my music, bro. If you listen to my lyrics, you will know about the shit that's going on in my life. I don't need to show pictures or videos. Eventually, I'll do some music videos, but I'm more of a low key kind of dude, man.
I feel
these
it.
days.
You like? Are you gonna do comedy out there?
Yeah, I've been thinking about going to Chicago because that's not too far away and hitting up fucking whatever clubs out there, Zanies, all that other shit.
Yeah, just doing some comedy. It's cool that you got.
Nice,
I didn't think many of my people who know me through rap would know like Legion of Skanks and shit. So you're a comedy fan like that.
Yeah, bro, I fucking love stand up. That was like really comedy and music were like the first two things I really gravitated towards as far as entertainment. Stand up was a big part growing up, man. I love George Carlin, fucking Mitch Hedberg, Richard Pryor, Patrice, all the greats, Greg Giraldo.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Have you ever played your grandmother or your dad your music?
I haven't. Yeah, I told my dad that I've been making music. I haven't showed him none of the songs yet.
What do you think he's gonna say?
I mean, he'll probably think it's dope. We've been listening to pretty much a similar shit.
Shout out SRM1 in the chat. Love to you. At Westside Gun Adlibs. Doot doot doot. Bernie Mac. What would happen if you played What would happen if you played your grandmother your music?
She probably wouldn't fuck with it. Yeah, she listens to like just old Spanish music and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd she grow up? In Chicago? Did she grow up in Chicago?
Who, me?
No, your grandmother.
No, she's from Puerto Rico. She grew up on the island.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, my dad, she came over to America, to the States, New York. My dad was born in New York. My mom's from New York. Both sides of my family's Puerto Rican, New Yorican, pretty much. I'm a second generation New Yorican. I said that line on the first track of my album. Peep that obscure pressure.
Oh, shout out SRM1. Sorry, I mispronounced names. I mispronounce everything. When you record music, do you do it in one take or do you punch in?
I like to do one take. And if I fuck up, sometimes I'll punch in, but most of everything you hear on my tracks is all one take, except for like maybe a handful, like 3 or 4 I punched in.
What rappers from the stream do you want to make music with?
Well, I mean, I've got pretty much, I worked with almost everybody that I've been wanting to work with so far. I got shit in the works with Facum. I got something in the works with D-Don. And, I've already worked with Here's Johnny and fucking Tetsuo.
Oh, wait, I have to tell you something so funny about yesterday's stream.
What's up?
So, you sent in the songs because, again, I don't think I said it on this stream, but I said it on the last stream, happy late birthday.
Thank you.
But you sent in the song with Here's Johnny. And you know Here's Johnny on his verse goes, I hope every Zionist pig dies. And Josh, after the stream, was like, I thought Here's Johnny liked me.
Shout out to all the Jewish people, bro. I mean, I just let whoever's working me, get their shit off. I don't,
I don't know, and that's a hard bar. Bro, here's Johnny can say whatever he wants. It's a hard bar.
Exactly.
I just thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean?
Right.
That he thought here's Johnny sent it in just to like. I was like, no, Java sent music in for his birthday.
Yeah. I'm fucking 28 now, dog.
28. Do you feel older?
I feel like this is a new chapter in my life, man, because I moved out here. It's all like coinciding. So it's pretty dope, man. I got here right on my
Falcom
birthday.
says your granny is the same age as my mom.
Yeah. That's what's up. Shout out to Falcom, bro. We got some dope shit in the works.
I can't wait to hear it.
About to throw in that fucking Sleep is the Cousin, Vega and Superior. Vega is my favorite underground artist right now, man.
I should have Superior FaceTime in or Zoom in sometime.
Superior is super dope, man. His production is very unique and just cinematic, you know, it's really dope.
It's so rare that he got those 2 Stove God songs put out.
Yeah, he works with some crazy people, man. SDKnack, Vega, fucking Stove God. He's got a crazy list of collabs.
I have this album that I can never play on the stream. I played it at one party once. I might have said it, but it's Stove God and Real Bad Man. And it has it has like Conway on it. It has Grip on it.
Bro, I think I heard that on a stream that Real Bad Man was doing one time on YouTube. He was playing a bunch of unreleased shit. And I heard Stove God on there and Conway and shit. I was like, what?
Yeah, bro, it's like a 12-song album.
Yeah, he played the whole shit on the stream. I think a couple months ago. I remember.
Real Bad Man's dope, and his clothes are dope as hell too. That's one of my
Real
favorite.
Bad Man is fire, bro. His new album with Willie the Kid called Midnight. Fucking great, bro. Willie the Kid is another underground legend.
No, Willie the Kid and I have set up like 4 podcasts, and they all have just some things come up and it hasn't worked out. But Willie will get on Bucked Up someday. That's the homie.
Yo, and I also got some content on my channel. I got playlists that I put together. I got on my YouTube channel. It's like all the shit that I listen to. I got like maybe 5 or 6 playlists, something like that.
Fire. If you want to email me the playlist and I'll put it in the chat.
Word.
And everyone go follow It's Just D Jackson
back when I was boxing
on Instagram. I know you're the only one on IG, but go join us over on YouTube. It's Just D Jackson joined us.
Word. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in and listening and watching, bro. My name is El Java, if you don't know. I have a project out called Obscure Pressure, entirely produced by a man named R. Kells that I met on this stream. And just dope, man. It's 9 tracks. It's just the story of my life.
When's the next project dropping?
I got those 6 tracks done. That's what I got for the album so far. And I want to get about 15 tracks total, maybe 16. So maybe about 9 or 10 more. And after that, it'll be done. I'm working on a song right now. I've been writing the lyrics too. It's this other Phantom Mizzy beat I got. Shout out to Phantom Mizzy. I met him on the stream. Everybody that I made music with, I met through here. So much gratitude, man. Check out my rhyme book. I got all the fucking stickers on here.
Fire.
Raz Fresco, Future Wave, Mickey Diamond, Gucci Gambinos, Liquid Swords, Jizza Marvel Edition, Rio to the Third Rail, Vega, Elzai, Elmatic. This one's for Eric right here, Shadi and Machacha, Alligator Alley.
Hey, how many songs has Big Sleepy done so far for his 50-song album?
Big Sleepy, I was talking to him earlier. I know he still needs more beats. I think he's got like half of the album done now, like 25 tracks maybe.
But he needs more beats?
Yeah, we need
if you guys have beats, send them to Big Sleepy for his 50-song album.
Yeah, send them to my email and I'll get them to Big Sleepy.
You just need an IG, man. You don't even have to promote on it. Just have it to DM people.
Check it out, bro. Look what I've been writing, bro. This is the new song for Phantom Izzy. I'll give you the first couple bars right here. Hold up.
Fire, you gonna spit them live?
Yeah. Let me turn the camera around. So it's a pretty like menacing beat. So just try to imagine I'm spitting on like fucking like a Wu-Tang joint, like an old Wu-Tang joint or Mobb Deep, some shit like that. Kind of sounds like that. I go, it's a crazy way of living. Biscuit laid him in a prison. Bitches paying him a visit. Inches away from death. Is it today? That's all he got left. He took a shot at the raw before he got dressed. To impress, the thought left. These bars isn't sweet. It's not the chocolate.
Fire.
That's all I'll give you for now.
Fire. I can't wait to hear it, man.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, bro. Salute. Thanks, man. Thanks for all the fucking shit you've been doing, man, for us, for everybody.
Of course, and send me in a song on me to play.
Word, I got you, bro.
All right. Everyone go email him at, what's your email?
It's my name, Jacob Alamo, but it's reverse. Alamo Jacob, 9 at gmail.com.
Jacob, it's Alamo Jacob 9 at gmail.com.
Yeah, ALAMO, remember the Alamo.
Alamo Jacob 9 at gmail.com. Peace, Il Java. Salute to you.
Peace out. Thank you.
Fire. Salute to Il Java for calling in. There we go. If you guys want to call in or you guys have music you want sent in, send it in now. Tomorrow we have a Beeps episode. After that we have a Baked Baker episode. We're not done yet. We're still playing music, so send in your music if you want it played. Up next, we're listening to Summit. This is Evil Eye. Hemi Boy, definitely send a song in.
People lie, cheat, and die alone. Woke up on some demon time, please don't try to hold me.
White Mexican 1 didn't realize you were the same person.
Me the evil eye, reading my emojis. R.I.P. to Kobe, I'm local to the beam. Creep up on them slowly, I'm closer to my dreams. Seem to save me like a goalie. I'm posted with the team, get some motion in the scene, and I'll throw them all a rolling. Cause if you were my homie, you don't know what it means. Even if I told you, I know you won't believe it. And I don't see a soul breathing, only some machines. There's only one of me, girl, I'm used to being lonely at the top. Started from the bottom, they still hoping that we fly.
Come join us over on YouTube. We're all over on YouTube. Better quality.
I don't see a problem that ain't over when I stop it like a moment on the clock. What they owe me is a lot. Selling out their products they promoting. If I drop it, should be blowing up the stock. I don't see the problem, let me know if they're an op. Like, we already got them, but I know she wanna shop. People lie, cheat, and die alone. Woke up on some demon time, please don't try to hold me. Asked if she believe in God, she said nah, I don't. Giving me the evil eye, reading my emojis. R.I.P. to Kobe, I'm local to the beam. Creep up on them slowly, I'm closer to my dreams. Seem to save me like a goalie, I'm posted with the team. Get some motion in the scene and I'll throw them all a rolling. It's just my time, my demons owe me. Yeah. Evil eye, we watching closely. I would build a stage to give you a better view. I can't even think straight knowing you're feeling distant. And I done did some things I know you could never do, but I refuse to blink if it means that I would've missed it. Cause I was always pissed that there was a better you that I was never with. I wish that you would've shown me. And I was writing this to slip in a better mood. Spent a whole existence wondering why I'm lonely in the world. I was in the zone before you told me you're my girl. Don't pick up the phone, the doctor wrote me a referral. Told them to refer to me as Kobe 24 before they throw me on a mural. Playing only in the murals. Never held the lineup. Permanently felt like an unwell I fell inside of. Them feelings just developed and she really never tried. I guess what hurts the most is that they never tell us why. People lie, cheat, and die alone. Woke up on some demon time, please don't try to hold me. Asked if she believe in God, she said nah, I don't. Giving me the evil eye, reading my emojis. R.I.P. to Kobe, I'm local to the beam. Creep up on them slowly, I'm closer to my dreams. Seem to save me like a goalie, I'm posted with the team. Get some motion in the scene and I'll throw them all a rolling. It's just my time, my demons owe me. Yeah. Evil eye, be watching closely.
That was Evil Eye by Summit. Up next, we got the Il Java song. This is Underhanded Tactics by Il Java.
Exercising my mind when I write on these pages. Screaming fuck one time, like it's gonna get my people out. From inside of these cages, anxieties racing, heartbeat tumbling, reside in these places where the dark streets humbled them. Now they hide in their faces because the hard speech muffled them. Spark heat done with them. Reach you from a large beach with the shark teeth underlings. Professing that you the best, will gon' teach something then. Bitch. I break a bird's beak and now he can't eat each of his supplements. Beat you within an inch of your life just for the fuck of it. Naturally channel my energy, this the discovery. Book you for your publishing, push it to the limit. Publicity in this city, you'll get you hit, bitch. Back in the East Coast, batter up, better be packing a wheat toast. Assault and battery, pack you up and send you off to your majesty. We know. Cause ain't none of us dummies hung with the youngins that was thuggin'. What? Bugging and wildin', no wonder why in any picture you seen of us, we wasn't smiling. To run these numbers up, you need to dial in. Revolver with the rotary, I shoot a shot as soon as it spin. Knock off your top like how I do to my pen. Meet a brutal end and replay your death on YouTube again. Motherfucker. Stay true to your friends and keep it real with your family.
But I don't think Il Java sounds like it.
Happily. What you saying is sounded like cap to me. It's astounding how I held it down with no gravity. Meaning I made it happen with nobody's help. But they stay mad at me. You need to go to therapy so you can be there in the end, rowing your boat merrily. Ring around the rosy with a pocket full of Ozies. Ashes all over the flow. Fuck when I'm smoking. Thought provoking, nostalgia driven. Thought that you know me, but damn you didn't. Tactics stay underhanded with it. Hope you understanding me. My talent is wisdom. Knowledge is power. Use these tools to balance decisions at the top of the hour. Chomp and devour after I stomp a chihuahua. Fuck 'em. Adapt to a beat like an attack in the streets. I cook a mosquito like a burrito if we wrapped up in beef. Hit the blood sucker with the nunchuckers. A cut above it, one up top, and a set of leather gloves, motherfucker. So put your hands up right like now. You know the answer. Wanted all the smoke till he got throat cancer. Take your life and grab the mic like the son of a JoJo dancer. Keep throwing these shots and your reaction is letting me know they landing.
That was Underhanded Tactics by Il Java. Up next, let's listen to this. Hemi Void and Acid Soldier. Salute Acid Soldier, past guest on the podcast. This is Based Burger, Hemi Void, and Acid Soldier. And if you like Acid Soldier, go check out my interview. Sam, when the roast coming out? I know you haven't edited that shit yet. MEYK said, ask AJ. AJ said he's the one editing that shit. Not me. I don't know how to edit that shit. But you were hilarious on it. Everyone go follow MEYK, hilarious comedian. There's more people over on YouTube. I know you're the only one on Instagram, but we're live on YouTube.
Think my brain is rotted from the Instagram rails. Need your
this
drugs.
This is Hemi Void, Base Burger, featuring Acid Soldier.
Yeah. Hemi Void.
This is a certified mixtape.
Think my brain is rotted from the Instagram reels. Need your drugs, I'm your plug, they call me Instagram pills. Think my brain rotted from the Instagram reels. Need your drugs, I'm your plug, they call me Instagram pills. Think my brain rotted from the Instagram reels. Need your drugs, I'm your plug, they call me Instagram pills. Walking in, whole lot of shrooms, rap to napkins. With my bro, I see world like bro, we the captain. Staring sideways, ketamine, got me seeing in 3. Pop a Molly bean, now I'm stuck, fucking the tree. Pumping these trees now, all that. Baby, sit here, please, I'll line your chakras.
I'll do your roast. Let me know.
Pick me off, now my chakras explode. No one never gave a fuck, but now they line up at my show. How they fucking up a whole artist flow with them leaks. People leaking tracks like a shit, you a bitch. Can't believe you let your mama kiss those crusty lips. Go to Krusty Krab, bro, those patties need some flips.
Go to Krusty Krab, they need some flips. I'll be out the X pills higher than a bitch. I'm at Burger King, I'm finna buy some shit. I'm at the mall today, I'm about to buy some shit. When I wake up in the morning, I get high as shit. Dabs, wax, back to back, my lungs take a hit. I can't see straight when I'm driving. I be drunk as fuck when I'm in the car driving. I be with your bitch when I'm in the car driving. She gon' suck my dick when I'm in the car driving. I be doing shit that you can never imagine. I get all my wishes granted just like I'm Aladdin. I get all my wishes granted like I had a genie. I be out the drugs so much it got me seeing 3D. I'm at 40, all these bitches having orgies. You pushing 40, trying to rap that shit is corny. Don't get me started, I really just be an artist doing bass shit. I don't think that you related, I don't say shit, I just get the paper chasing. Ask the soldier, #1 is so amazing. Wake up, brush my teeth on some bass shit. Wake up, fuck your bitch on some bass shit. I'm on the top floor, you on the pavement. I don't understand what the fuck they saying.
This is a certified mix.
This room has the worst lighting I've ever seen. Blame Thatcher, not me. I know this lighting in here is terrible. That was Bass Burger, Acid Soldier, Hemi Void. That was dope as hell. Up next, we got some songs from D-Don. I'm excited to listen to those. But he hasn't sent those in yet. So let's listen to this. Salute 82 DC.
Yeah. It's a song for the ladies. I love the ladies. They love me too. 89. Complimenting your beauty is just not enough. I wanna fuck you rough, choke the life out of you, spit in your mouth, cause it's what you like, weed love. Feeling right, sitting like you got eyes for me only. Fuck the homies, they can wait to see me. Those thighs need these hands all over them, over friends who don't want me living my best. You sent me a text and you bent over with the Fenny on. That booty never led me wrong, my tongue very strong. They call me fingers too fat. Relax your back before I shatter every bone intact. Spoke to God, apologize, cause your flesh making me prone to what I call explosive impact. We could even keep it if you want. I like it. In and out of side your pussy, it don't matter.
I never realized how much he was like
big
Big
with the
Sleepy.
gaseous weed, a magic with ease, passion and
Blase
ease.
9 and Big Sleepy are like
Stay with me, baby. Stay with me, baby.
very similar.
I don't normally feel this way. It's been a while since I've stayed. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I just hope that it's your voice that screams my name. My name.
Salute Falco.
My name. I just hope that it's your voice that screams. Gotta be honest, I don't do this shit with everybody. Cause champ, gotta keep a solid one around. Shorty ordered another pound, my dick lift off the ground. Round 2, fight. Claws on my back, lips right, that shit tied, eye candy in contact. Is this what love feels like? Who gives a shit? The whole room lavender scent mixed with sweat, pulling your hair till your tears come out. But I don't see your frown, you don't fuck with clowns, baby, me neither. Unless you dressing up like Lunette. Blonde, red, gray, or brunette. I ain't picky, just hold the blicky when shit gets sticky, dog eats kitty. I need you to ride like Diddy said. Someone who truly understands how to treat a man. This is what I need. Someone who truly understands how to treat a man. You fish. I don't normally feel this way. It's been a while since I've stayed. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I just hope that it's your voice that screams my name. My name. My name. I just hope that it's your voice that screams. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got the baby oil ready. Put it all over your body. 6 seconds flat. You fish.
Let's listen to D-Don, Camouflage Monk. This is Camouflage Dave. D-Don, Camouflage Monk.
Just a year ago I didn't have a sound. Getting beats from
Thanks,
camouflage.
D-Don. I got this when I headlined Detroit House of Comedy.
Can't tell you. Just a year ago I didn't have a sound. Getting beats from camouflage, laughing now. This guy had to change my style. I did. I know it took a while. Not really. Can't tell you where I've been. I kill you, but I'm back now. Yeah. No more blacking mouths, even put the liquor down. Stop chasing tail, would've thought I would prevail. Not me. These are the tales of a half black male. Thought my ship had sailed till I heard that pain sells. But does it pay well? No, it doesn't. Not in this lifetime. Tapped into the pipeline, begged some rappers for a lifeline. Of niggas I look up to. Now we eye to eye. Pretty soon I'll bypass you and grind you all into cat food. Chasing tail. Damn, dude. Thought I would prevail. Ain't no take backs. I sorted through your loot packs while I ordered food at Shake Shack. Hit the
Let's see
cashier
who's
with
the
a
top
fake
in the
laugh. You know
chat.
that shit is straight crack. For a verse I'll charge a G-stack. Can't believe you believe
82
that.
DC
When I
number
was a
1,
little kid,
Eric
I
from
used to love
Salem
the
number
stray
2,
cats. Now we all
Jacob
have
Alamo
children,
number
go to work,
3
and
for
we
number
pay
of
tax.
comments.
Hard to find some good rap. Seems that it's like a
Mr.
needle in a
Canoe
haystack.
Kanake,
Made a song once
number
with the
4.
writer that Drake had, but ain't nobody
Nick
care. Should I
Bain,
stay
5.
mad? Maybe it's all my
Deep
fault.
6.
Never thought that friends could be bought. For
Falcom
me,
7.
maybe lessons could be
White
taught.
Mexican
Made it just
8.
about the
Nick
art.
Shea,
They went
9.
ahead and nailed me to the cross.
Tetsuo 10.
I'm lost, but do I look worried? Take all the goats and stew them down in a curry. Chase it with the Coke and a McFlurry. I body that's
This
when I
shit's
was
fire.
buried. When I see ass, I show my pearlies. I can't help myself. Grew up on Mr. Furley, always show up early. Wanted Laverne more than Shirley. These new artists kinda irk me. Most of my heroes act strange. Running big game on me, James Worthy. I minimize my carbon footprint. Wish life had a booklet, cause I never understood it. Even studied the Navy blueprint. Is that too much to ask for? I'm looking through a glass door with no stamps in my passport. Sat back and watched you add more. These days I'm past bored. Could've swore all my music would've take me far. Still hope. No matter where you go, there you are. True shit. Such a cold world, it's sad we grew apart. It's fucked up. Once you come clean, we'll have a fresh start. Let it go. We both better off, and that's the best
New rule
part.
on the live
No longer
stream.
quench your thirst, so you must be
Top
parched.
chat
Might
member
turn into
gets a free
vegan, so the
song
beef
on the
is
next
squashed.
live stream. So whoever gets the number 1 on the community leaderboard gets a free song. Every stream. Every stream, that's a new rule. So right now, 82 DC. I mean, your free song was that Blas one, but you can get one for the next one if he wins. Eric from Salem's number 2, though. Jacob Alamo's number 3. That was Camouflage Dave, D-Don, Camouflage Monk, produced. Dope song. Salute to D-Don for sending that in. We have 2 more songs from him. Up next we have Bub and Squeak by D-Don.
Oh no, man.
I want more comments, guys. That's how we doing it. Sam is initiating a yap off.
Where you from, Holmes? Better say nowhere. I'm the last nigga you wanna bang on.
Took
Little
too
lot
much
of practice,
DVD
been a civilian, but I still get down. Every morning that I wake up, I program and stretch before I leave the house.
Fuck up, you went from a villain to a superhero in the fucked up universe.
Call my homies once they're involved,
No, I'm
be
just
passed
kidding.
around. I know a bloodhound with a keen sense of hunting clowns. I'm attracted to the madness, plus pure fuck shit gets me aroused. A long time ago, I lost my mind as a guy has not been found. Having visions of people
Nick Shea,
disemboweled.
your
I want
comment
soul, you
just
keep the crown.
actually
Most
made
people
me
would hide
really.
right before me. The light has left your eyes. I find joy watching you die inside. It's something that I cannot describe. Don't mean to be so
Oh
tongue-in-cheek.
my god, I'm really sorry that happened to you, Nick Shea, but that's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. Nick Shea, the fucked up live stream can be your new dad. All of you have to call all of us dad.
A little lot of practice, been a civilian, but I still get down. Every morning that I wake up, I program and stretch before I leave the house.
Careful.
Oh, you laughing now after the first round and be tapping out. Don't make me call my homies once they're involved, they'll be passed around. Yikes. I know a bloodhound with a keen sense of hunting clowns. I'm attracted to the madness, plus pure fuck shit gets me aroused. A long time ago, I lost my mind as a guy has not been found. Having visions of people disemboweled. I want your soul, you can keep the crown. That's crazy. Most people would hide right before me. The light has left your eyes. I find joy watching you die inside. It's something that I cannot describe. Don't mean to be so tongue-in-cheek. Using God's wrath like Fenton Meeks. Once relevant, now obsolete. Turn your brains into bub and squeak. Gross. Talk is cheap. Yeah. In the dark is where I'm most at peace. There's no need for a toast to squeeze. Hand to hand is my expertise. Bitch, please. What you get is what you see. Today you chose to bleed. No longer an advocate for peace. Let me explain exactly what that means. When I dream, all I hear are screams. I will murk you and your entire team. I am not the one like Billie Jean.
That was fire. Bub and Squeak by D-Don. We have one more song by D-Don. This one's produced by Eric from Salem. This is Salem by D-Don, produced by Eric.
I'd rather have the weed and not need it. Okay. Better than needing some and not have it. Married to this drug habit. I'm a junkie. Paranoid like Black Sabbath. Running through all of my bags.
He is
quick.
trying, Nick Shea. Nick Shea, wait.
When I was a kid, got caught
Nick
stealing
Shea,
my
I'll talk about your dad after this song. Because I do want to talk about it.
weed and not need it. Okay. I'd rather have the weed and not need it. Okay. Better than needing some and not have it. Married to this drug habit. I'm a junkie. Paranoid like Black Sabbath. Running through all of my bags quick. I should've bought a dab rig. Well, when I was a kid, got caught stealing my dad's mid. Sold it to my friends. He was pissed. Worth every cent. I stay bent. The girls I date say I need rehab. I tell them mind their beeswax. Hella whack that you keep in tabs. Tweaking since my first drag. Hot boxing in my old room. Off about an eighth of shrooms. Fly as Jeff Goldblum. Chopping up some old loops. I should have learned Pro Tools. I'm lazy. Thank God when you make
This
art,
shit's
there are
tough.
no
Let's
rules.
go.
Never bully the nerds in school. I knew they were right all along. Making millions out in Silicon. Now they pull models at Comic Con. Crazy. Who would have thought playing games online could buy your mama house? And I barely get $1 for this music. I feel like crashing out. You're dead. In a Trans Am off a gram of that Peter Pan. Dancing like I'm Van Damme. Heard somebody say, come get your man. Don't touch me. Even Sam Buck told me to buckle up. Buttercup, don't try your luck. Whoa. You can tell I'm a G by my manly strut.
Fire Barn.
That's enough. This shit is dope, man. What up,
Damn,
man?
D-Don on the Falcom Eric
Shout
from
out
Salem EP would be crazy.
Tetsuo, Il Java. Here's Johnny. Baked Baker. Motherfucking beeps. 1,000 words. DJ Lucas. Nick Shea. Big Sleepy. Special shout out to Sam, man.
I love
Thanks
all
for
the
being
shout
into a
outs.
music
Salute.
nerd, bro.
appreciate you. To all the underground rappers and producers, keep going.
Fire.
Got this.
Salem by D-Don, Eric from Salem. That was fire. Salute to D-Don for sending that in.
Look, yo, I'm Tyler Durden with punches. I leave you slumped, leaning right like conservative punches. Seeing stars like Copernicus on permanent crutches. If I ain't twisted off the bourbon, it's the urban, the fungus. Michelin star chefs serving them lunches. Urchin and monkfish, you eat knuckle sandwiches. Heard they was scrumptious. Yeah, it's Mr. Robert Burden turning virgins to strumpets. If I ain't saying your name, it's cause I only speak on pertinent subjects. Just a fire-breathing serpent, yeah, I lurk in the dungeons. I get nourishment from break beats, so miss me if that final mixed version is drumless. On the track with any person, I'll be certain that my verse is the dumbest. So follow me like you're working the compass to the southernmost place of bungalows where they surf in the summers. Home with nurses, firemen, iron workers and plumbers. No lace curtains among us. You got cash
I did
and we
not
can feel
expect
it.
him to
Gas
go
and you
this
can
hard.
feel it like a burp in your stomach. So they stare in admiration. I was staring at the base and now my feet are firmly planted on the dirt at the summit. I'm like Caribbean chicken. Yeah, I'm a jerk, but you love it.
Bro, shout out Bobby J from Rockaway. That was crazy. I don't like being the first member of channel and not being number one. Fuck him. Fuck him's not even on the leaderboards right now. My EP with all the stream folks is coming together. Here's Johnny next. Salute Eric from Salem. That's gonna be dope. I cannot wait to hear that. Let's listen to this. Wait, I gotta actually take a timestamp of this, how far in we are. Alright. Damn, we've been going 3.5 hours, 2 interviews. This was a really fun live stream. I hope y'all had fun. You know what I haven't done in a while is play the Pio with Shamils. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. But let's play some beep songs for a second while I send this link to him. This is past my prime. This is fire. Fire. Oh, Nick Shea, I forgot to talk about your dad. I'm sorry. I will after this. I didn't mean to forget about you. Like your dad. I'm sorry, Nick. I can't help it sometimes. The jokes just come. That was Past My Prime by Beeps. I like the Christ Dillinger tag. So Nick Shea was saying that his dad went to his show, but instead of saying goodbye, he said, "I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow," which is crazy. Was that him trying to be like, come get a haircut with me? Like that could be a bonding moment which I've never heard of getting haircuts as bonding moments. I'm not going to lie. But at least he came to your show. Was it a good show? Do you have Nick Shea, send us a clip of you performing and I'll play it on the stream. Up next we got Beep's Plan B.
Yeah, 401 508 beats, Lotus, yeah. Uber Eats, man, making Uber Eats grand. Till I iced out a Uber Eats Jubilee band. And I rap about Uber Eats in a Uber Eats band. In a Uber Eats band, our Rubik's Cube and stick shift like I got 3 hands. Spending 3 weeks, only smoking like 3 grams. The engine squeaks, I've been hit more than 3 times. I'ma eat by, bank balance down to 35. My money clean, but not my 30 size denims right now. I ain't recognize I'm not in public cause I'm writing right now. Yeah, New England driving brakes ain't working cause we sliding right now. Yeah, bro ain't coming right down, he ain't taking no fight.
He's sliding right now. Yeah, I just got a vibe and I ain't sitting right down. Yeah, I used to ride my bike, yeah.
I was switching states, walk around at night, yeah. I was switching towns. I said it back then, but they just got it right now. They ain't gotta write it down, cause they ain't saying no thing, yeah. No cliffhanger, writing cliff notes, they bluffing. These are cliff bars that I'm writing, they got substance. 440 scan steel tucked in my pants. Before I turn 40, I need 400 bands. I feel like Rick and Morty, way I'm drinking out this glass. Way I'm thinking about the past, way I hear another planet.
Yeah, this should be working better and I didn't even plan it.
This should be all I have and I don't really have a plan B.
I just deliver chips, gummy worms, and a
plan B. Uber Eats, man, making Uber Eats grand. Till I iced out a Uber Eats Jubilee band. And I rap about Uber Eats in a Uber Eats band. You get 4 bars. In a Uber Eats band, our Rubik's Cube and stick shift like I got 3 hands. Spending 3 weeks, only smoking like 3 grams. The engine squeaks, I've been hit more than 3 times. I'ma eat by 4 bars. Bank balance down to 35.
What was his favorite song, Nick Shea?
Yeah, 401 508.
Nick Shea, let us play your dad's favorite song of yours. Let's play. Jesus, my voice is fucking. Some episodes of The Peel with Shamil. Up first, we're gonna play a late one with Love.
This is The Peel.
Oh, I wish they were doing it. They're doing it again. They're making out. Little pigeons. I know.
I loved how old everything was.
But every time necessarily like it's.
I'm pretty sure you just pooped with an asshole.
And you sure this is safe, Doc?
Yeah, I just ripped your heart out. What's the worst that can happen?
No, it wasn't dismissing you. I was just...
Standing and looking, it's colder. Standing, looking, it's colder, colder, colder. Standing, looking, it's colder, it's colder. Standing.
Yeah, blackberries in a tiny espresso cup, sipping sleepy time, a small gallery of calories. Hello, love is eating time, feeding time, leaving wine for the next morning. Whatever, we'll cook it for dinner, yawning, dishes to consider, nothing boring. Something ginger at the stove, grab her by the waist and kiss her. Keep me warm in the winter, red arms and liquor. These scars just wither. I love the outdoors within you.
Purchase here.
I went through the fields and found my
Let's try this one. I feel like if you have a small penis, you could pee faster. Right? Oh, so imagine the seconds you could save, right? More time to harass women online. Am I right, dog? Okay.
Salute, here's Johnny. Maybe your dad wants you to go for a bike ride with him, Nick Shea. Would you do that?
Guys, I'm excited. I just moved to Brighton just like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I just moved here from Florida.
Why?
I know, you're like, no, things were going well. You know, I was living behind my brother's place. It was kind of like a pool house without a pool. I lived in a shed.
Y'all been on the bench, pretending y'all coaches. I'm the head ref, buenos noches. Shit, save your breath, see I control this. No headset, all controllers. I'm the head chef, I'm a roast this, toast this. Just a few cloves of garlic, some parsnips, some starches. The hardships, learn the chopsticks. I got this. Lean back, hands in pocket. You look relaxed, but you might get drop, kid. See the mic drop a drop kick. The beat problematic, the flow Britney's toxic. Egg on your face, must be ostrich. Cause that's a lot of yoke. 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 La-di-da flow. I got a lot of dope. Fresh bars of soap. Fresh as my clothes, brought you a rose, thought you should know. That's a lot of yoke, that's a lot of yoke, that's a lot of yoke. Egg in your face, fool, that's a lot of yoke, that's a lot of yoke. Egg in your face, fool, that's a lot of yoke. That's a lot of yoke. I got a lot of no. I got a lot of no's. I got a lot of no's. Slow, smell the rose. Why you fly the globe? I'll be at the stove. I'll be at the stove. I'll be at the stove. Oven with the overflow dough. Can't shut it close. Might break the dough. Make big bread. Take bread and break bread. Gray with eggs. Gray with eggs. Grow a taste for it. Eggs. Tell me what your favorite is. No, I'm talking for a late dish. So miss me with the faces. Grab a coffee at a bakery that serves pastries that are savory. At home eating hastily. You smile at me occasionally. Now I'm as hard as masonry.
I went through the fields and found
Let me make things. I'm pacing like I'm caged in. Tired of waiting, so I guess we make it ourselves. We're just trying to make art well. The type of shit that put you in a spell. Tumbling through the tall grass. Fuck the world without a hard pass. Body like an hourglass, mind a pot of cake. Need to get out of bed, I need more bread. Falling off the edge, I got the sweats, fell and hit my head. I'm probably bleeding out. When I leave, I wanna leave a decent amount. That's just the ego seeping out. Circle got tighter, garden weeded out. Everywhere you touch is home. Who needs a house? Slipping in out of days like a raincoat. I need to make more pesos, hugs and pesos. Just gotta work cause I ain't staying broke.
myself in the rain.
I'm still here, guys. We're just watching the peel of Shamil, one of the official podcasts of Bucked Up. Find it every week on the Bucked Up channel. And I want to get some more podcasts on the channel.
This is the
Yo, who knows what the future holds? But I do know I'm getting cuter though. Fate's winking at me. She says she just wants me to be happy. Hey love, text me if you nasty. Life's a bumpy road, I tell you flatly. Long way to go. Shout out Cassie.
It's a video.
This is the best, like, book club I've ever done a set. This feels good, guys. My ex broke up with me because my living room TV was too small. Yeah. I mean, she said because she wanted to have sex with other people, but I know it was a TV.
Back to the task, that plan, I'm so high up, no intentional land. It's great being single, maybe I should make that a single.
Yes, I think we can agree things are different these days, right? Things are different. Things are different. For example, I used to be a baby. Guys, come on. How do I do that? All right. That's what I do. I do it for the tepid laughs. All right, this next impression. This is my impression of low iron Mike Tyson. Low iron Mike Tyson. I'm tired. I was just thinking about this before I got here. I was like, if you have a small penis, you could pee faster. No? Imagine the seconds you'd save.
more time to harass women online. Am I right, folks?
Bubbles in my drink burst, long blink, gotta think first. What am I doing here? Not this bar on earth. What are these dollars worth? Mother and father worked too hard for me to be a jerk. Figuring out my purpose, twist a joint, got me twisted like cursive. My family nervous, I'm broke, I'm worthless. But for way too many years I was hurting. They try to box me in, but my heart was pulling at the curtain. My dreams are unoriginal and lame. I just wanna be on stage. I just wanna make a living doing comedy without the fame. I was born a hypocrite. From birth till I'm using the cane with bad hips and shit. Look, I'm just trying to figure it out. Hold a mic stand, put a mic out, run my mouth. Yeah.
I went through the peak.
This is the last Peel we're watching, guys.
Just started
Send in your
working
music
at
if you want to
Ryan
listen
Theater
to before we
this
wrap
week.
up.
One of the things is when you work there, you get all the free chips you want. I was really excited, then I realized that's the same fringe benefits that seagulls get. They don't even work there, man.
This is the
Yeah, dark blue jumper on. I'ma work hard all summer long. I just wanna fuck my wife in the home that we own. I gotta shake off this funk that I'm on. Tap into a zone. Let me smoke my weed, let me pop these mushrooms. 1, 2, microphone checking. I been living reckless, I being tested. I'm restless, tossing, turning, twisting, joints burning. Reading, listening, learning. Is it working? I don't really know. I just gotta go. 1 foot in front of the other. French baguette in a fridge full of butter. In a kitchen that's done up. A dog, maybe a cow. Shoes in every style. Any dress, flowers, vibrator to make you smile. I'ma say silly shit. My dick really thick. I'm full of shit, I'm full of wit, I'm full of all of it. Yo, 3 movies back to back. Making beats, listen to a podcast, eating snacks. I'm in debt, get a lawsuit for shit like that. Yeah, this a refresh, this a restart. Move past deep thought. I gotta create shit off the cuff. My favorite shit, it's my favorite. Run around the globe, I be thinking slow. Home is where the heart is, my heart's on a boat. I need to work hard, I don't got shit to show. These gifts all give and go. Lack energy, I'm feeling low. I gotta give some more. Spark it up, talk it up, raw as fuck, chalk it up. I'm drawing a blank now, I just need a little money to fill my bank account. I hope I got enough money to fill my tank now. Yeah, I gotta clip my fingernails, get my shit together. Look through my mail, clean out the cupboards, break out the dust. Fuck the pressure, I'm a talented motherfucker, I'm butter. For the bread they wanna toast me. Find me in the UK eating a toasty, listening to Koji. High as hell without a nosebleed. Gotta know when to move, low key, pick up speed or slowly.
through the peak.
Did you guys enjoy the Peel? Watch new episodes, I think, like every Monday he drops. Do you know what day he drops those? Mondays, I think. Does anyone have any songs
And
to
they yearn
play?
only for milk.
What the fuck? We got one more song. We're ending it on a Falcom song. Salute everyone who watched. This is Heel Turn by Falcom.
Cut that shit.
Welcome to the doghouse.
Yeah, fuck 'em. I'm nice with these words, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
Fuck 'em.
proudly brings to you one half of its WWF Tag Team Champions of the World.
Fuck 'em.
If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you.
Fuck 'em.
Every Friday.
Yeah, I got more than 2, but fuck 'em. If you capping and ratting,
Produced
we'll
by Eric
learn.
from
Heat with
Salem.
supposed homies, a real burn. Try to take me under, end up in a steel urn. Shake your hand real firm, then do a heel turn. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the heel turn, man. Sometimes I miss the days of old. Chasing stacks we couldn't fold. Gotta buy it, the game is sold. Jealousy just made snakes bold. Now we got a hold.
Nation fighting one another.
And I ain't got time in my life for that. Been had the wall on my back. Been getting away from the trap. But when money calls, I go right back. Bring a nation, I'm scrapping it on out. Insert barrel, blast it in your mouth. Avoid peril, go back in your house. Shit, we hurt people like MVP. We pull pistols quickly if we see a fuckboy enemy where he shouldn't be.
Fuck 'em, you win best song of the night.
Enemy. Fuck your whole life if you
Send me
feel
one for
differently.
tomorrow.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Pistol whip your teeth and throw you out the booth. Nobody wanna hear another auto-tune goof. Like a loud blunt when I deliver truth. Gun smoke make them disappear. Poof. Better watch out for that heel turn. Keep your eyes on your bread and protect your head. Somebody always wishing you was dead. Heard us but don't know what was said. Catch up or catch some lead. Hit him from his dress to his leg. So much fourth rope and supreme. Not a thread loose on any scene. Dressed like I'm on the fourth rope skate team. Go hard for mine, gotta get cream. Lay him down like he had a bad dream. Cut your head off live, that's a bad stream. Jays ain't even walking, they on mad lean. 1 and 3 round me a bad fiend. Sometimes I miss the days of old. Chasing stacks we couldn't fold. Gotta buy it, the game is sold. Jealousy just made snakes bold. Now we got a hold. You should be having your eyes on the heel turn already.
Peace, everyone. Thanks for watching.